You so man say be you send you or mindful your bra ana ebekire eno anti ana ya say pi ha ye betoatoa adwene afa de wo se etumi yo na o my Ghana enso etumi fa ne ntoma pa efra mesa ma akwa ba biu e de abadwumadi so ba bia otebia utie ye ne sampempen so ye ma akwa kese pa e de abadwumadi so na ye free flow Tuesday nti ye flow kama pa yenkwa ahoma no so ene abi gamanche me ye sure say bibi piepia gamanche waban tempa ene ni waban tempa o yenko niema gamanche akwaba ne mfa nkomo ne hihye so fefe nti gamanche se wotemi nka ene bamaso gamanche o bamaso
Yeah, Charlie, I drink say.
Tite.
Charlie, one about that.
I know.
Continue.
Continue. Oh, Dana, which them you but which abonatu chese enye kura yetim nyeza.
Well, it's like sometimes when you are eating food, you eat the food because you want to fill a gap, isn't it?
Okay.
So you don't mind if it is tasty or not. You understand that? That's a literal meaning. Yeah,
abodatu. But abi, what asem so pa o. Oh, say, asama waka na kitikiti sa aboda atu yi. Oh, to a greater extent, no. Ye mudu na mpembe na especially enuane a yedi wa abontin. Say say more or less ni yedi the share fu keke. Because when it comes to eating very nutritiously, na abonten de ya na nyaade a onsa be kan ubi ho no nti e be abonten de ne be aboda atwi na bia sa wana.
Yes, that is true, but Papa Smiley, if you look at our terrain, as a result of poverty, sometimes we eat just to fill the gap, even though it shouldn't have been the case, because there's supposed to be food abundance and quality is organic and so on. I think over the weekend I read a synopsis of a book. I didn't know whether I bought it, but I read, and the man made a very profound statement that we use the first 40 years of our lives to destroy ourselves. Then we try to use the next 40 years to fix it. Very, very profound. Because when you are young, you are energetic, you can eat everything, so and almost everybody is in that mode. So the first half of our lives, we destroy it. Then when the problem is taking effect, then we try to fix it. That's the thing,
I'm say to a greater extent, because when you cast your mind back, there are several things that we do to our bodies, and then later on in our lives, we come to realize, they haven't been so helpful to us, right?
Yeah, when you are young and you are drinking Jack Daniels and the drink Akwesi, yes, you mentioned.
Sɛ ɛno na ma lumba ɛka ho bi na lumba bɔ ɔdamani bi wa me ahwɛ na dampan no, right?
You see?
Eti ɛgya yɛ no yɛyɛ young no na yɛhu nkokorafoɔ no na yɛhu mmerewafoɔ no ɔmo nam hɔ nom a na yɛdi ɔmo ho fɛw yɛdwen sɛ yɛnnuru hɔ da yɛbrɛ na ɛwɔ so enti ɛnsa ne yɛtwa bi ɛmɛyɛ a ne yɛgu so, right? But when it comes to that point where we realize say bibia every input has its corresponding output, you know.
Yeah, there's a saying in Ghana language that obado banina jelo money means if you don't respect old age, when somebody curses you with old age, it's not a curse, it's the reality. You understand? Papa Smiley, when I was young, maybe in my teens, late teens and 20s, there was one man who was our neighbor. The man was a bit elderly at the time, because I was young, I saw him at elderly. And this man has got young kids. So sometimes he's walking the children to school. They will be standing on our wall. They will be shouting, "No more be, no more be." Means the man he's got, because of his age, we think he's brought forth to old man children. Do you understand? An old man who has given birth. Until I gave birth late and I realized that, it come back to, to haunt me, isn't it?
What was it, Abby? Asem yeah can say from another dimension, it means a lot. What we say in our part of the world, na you say because of the compound houses now you know say I thought that obi be so or ba fie bi mu aba ba hwe obi obi a womra no na nkrofo bi te efie na no nti omuti efie na no na obi a omo bo omo nkomo here and there na oni kro no afa ho nwa omfi wo mu na wakura fie ho no nti bi a onko fie ho no na obi akora ni fie ho na afi na ne se womra mebusa sa nkrofo na omuti abonten ho no se mechiamu enye bia misremu asumasi ewo ho ana se oni ho on se obi a na dwene eda ho kakra no initially no bia o so ochia but say owramu ko hu say kai why from so na se wo ba otimi say there's a certain weight on him and I saw obefa ho asa akọ ba bia wo ko ana say obe momodin say obe brace ne hu yie wa accepting ni shame no na wachia wo mo na why there be na wabusa.
So Papa Smiley, if you happen to be the people the mind bypass, what would you do?
On say me ba nyabutre additional me bri e wa ha nyabutre mempro wo ka wa nka wo de nka wo beso to blues no. On say say obi be say we can only see as much, and we can't see or we can't know it all. We don't know what possibly is just ahead of us, and we can only see up to the tip of our nose. Na ye nanka abrantie na anase oni kro na wo refie ho kwa hwe obi no otimi hu ahead ehunu sɛ nipa koro a mekɔ akɔ hwɛ ni oni hɔ no mu a enka be easy ama no sɛ ɔbɛkyia saa nkrɔfo no wɔ abɔnten hɔ meboa but ohu ana ɔgya wo bɛsɛ ɔnyɛ magician na otimi aka sɛ wa kanche gu sɛ nipa no ni hɔ nti ɔno de ɔkɔ no ɔdwen sɛ no ano no wafa ho ana ɔkɔ right now the wom ɛne sɛ you see yewo wiase sɛ de ya meka no ye den dan ye ho we are connected inseparably yen kan sa nti obi wo hɔ no mo a you may disrespect that person this very moment however it may come say at some point in time no na something that you need no or no na life fa no so the amawo so nti we have to come from this place to say we are forever connected. And in line with that, no, whatever the case may be, we have to respect and treat each other with dignity. Because one second, what it simply means, and they say, if you knew, say, there will come a time that nipa ya among other things, no. Your life will one way or the other be in his or her hands. Sanka unim say your life will be in his or her hands in some time to come. And how be treating no come. Right? Nti esan say unim you say forget. Forget nti anyhow. But truly, that is how it's supposed to be. Say irrespective, we treat ourselves with dignity. Abedian Abasoka, can you tell?
Yeah, but Pasmali, you've added so many factors together. In our context, it's true. You know, you have to show respect. You know, the father you overlook them. But if it is Oyibo, they don't care. You know, if it's Oyibo, when you come back, they will respond to you or something. Or if it is Oyibo to Oyibo, they'll respond. Some of them will respond. But in our part of the world, they don't expect the way they will handle you. You regret for not trying to overlook them. But Oyibo, sometimes they will even laugh and they will do something. But in our part of the world, it's serious.
Culture bia ene said osi efa ehwe no enema right one say ti say ekrom ha say say ye fan say bia o kwa kofu train ana one of the customer service attendants say bia ojina gate na no honom no uduru ana otwam but okoye na hu se unhu ni yi nti oba na nchen ana obebusa no right obebusa na also yiwa no meboa also yiwa no but said ye wo kani no ye part of the world no so opa na ho sa na ukona sa ba and how said you okay, one will be trust
seriously. The person is going to all his problems at home at that time. He's going to vent all of you. Because we standing here, we work, you don't respect us, all those unnecessary things.
But I was Abby all kind of sound. But a simple hello. Dignity as my kind of know. A simple hello.
Yeah, but Oyibo here, they don't care about your hello. That's your work. But back home, the person will vent. But Pasmali, you see, there was a time, I told you, said some year ago, last time I used Ghana International Airline, I went to an interview, a World Bank project in Ghana and so on. And when I went, up to today, I've not received a letter to tell me, stupid man, we didn't take you. We are not taking you up to today. When I went, they said they will refund my ticket cost for me. I said, okay, fine. So the man intentionally told me, one Mr. Philip Nati, he said, oh, when you go, send us all your paperwork and we will process the money and give it. Personally, when I came to UK here, when I called the man, they are not giving me free money. My money, they are refunding. When I call him, he doesn't return it. And I realized that when you go, you are Ghana Highways Authority, when you are going and you ask of the man at the reception, they will tell you he's not there. So I made up my mind that next time when I go there, I'm not going to ask anybody for them to tell. No. So I went there, I crossed all of them, went there. That day, fortunately, because like you were saying, if I didn't meet him, I would have come to ask them. But fortunately, I met him in the office. When he saw me, oh, I told you to send me the paperwork. Somebody I called, he's not responding. I sent emails several times, he didn't respond. I called him, he didn't respond. Oh, I told you to send. So you know what I told the man? I said, give me your computer. Stupidly too. When I told my friends, he laughed. Stupidly too, he handed over his computer to me. I went to my email and sent him everything. Now I've sent you everything. Oh, I haven't seen. Papa Smiley. I was furious. So when I retrieved it, he said, okay, I'm coming. So he said, okay, I'm going to process it and I'll show you the right office. They call the office CUT or something. So you go there, I'll talk to the MD there to go and collect the money. I said, okay. He processed everything, gave it to me. And that MD in a different place, different location. I said, okay, that's fine. Papa Smiley, when I reached that so-called MD's office, the man used to be in Holland. When the man looked at me, he said, bruh, I beg you. So I told the man that, you see, I'm going back to UK tomorrow. If you don't give me this money today, you will not like what will happen. I told the man, oh, I beg you. I said, yes. So sometimes you need to be rough to our people. If I follow up protocol, I wouldn't even, they will tell me the man is not there. So sometimes it depends. And Papa, why what you are saying to, sometimes when you fall in love, those days, when you fall in love, you are going to go and look at some girl in the house. Papa, why you don't want to ask these people, they tell you something.
Said you see canino. Why how yeah, one back catch us who knew home you has Nibia no
Ghana, when they see your boy, so that they will see you once to ask if this girl. And somebody out of hatred crowd will tell you only you will take the risk, cry and bypass all of them and go and do your lobby. If she's there, you take her. If she's not there, you go away.
Interesting. Time, energy, space, and circumstances. It has a big impact on the kind of action that we will take. So, on the we parent, funny say, years ago. Said you may respond or react to something your child will do. No, you wouldn't be doing that. Maybe today. Right?
Yeah, personally, when you grow old, you understand things. I remember one girl I followed, one beautiful girl like that, and one day I went there, and the father in particular wasn't receptive. Me, mom. I got, and normally when you get bored like that, it is a girl you put the same thing on. The girl bears the consequence. I know your dad doesn't like me and so on. So sometimes I sit there and say, somebody come to chase my daughter, and he is charged to be beautiful. Do you understand? But when I was at the receiving end, I was trying to be triumphant. But now that I understand it clearly, maybe I'll even do worse than that girl's father did. You don't understand? Because now you know the ramifications. At that time, because you are at the receiving end, you wanted it to go your way. But now that you've understood it, you say, oh, I see. It's not easy, you know.
It's not easy.
Yeah. Oh, Papa's Valley. But you small boy, 20 something, you boom. If problem comes, you want the. Of course, if something happens, you, the father, will be the most responsible. And this small boy can just go, or small girl can just go, and you bear the brunt. And when you are being stopped, you become stubborn. You know, so it's. In fact, hindsight is always interesting, you know.
Of course.
Especially if you are willing to learn from it. You know. And at that stage, you don't even understand the full ramifications of your conduct.
Now we all can hindsight in what we politically, you know. In hindsight, they are the
in our contest?
Of course, yes, in our contest.
Oh, Papa Smiley. You want us to go there?
See, I can't hindsight. And a free flow Tuesday. It's a chance, and say, yeah, okay, say, na nothing near the call.
Papa Smiley, with hindsight.
I
don't know where I want to date this hindsight thing. Okay. So let me date hindsight thing too. With hindsight, we don't ever.
We're talking about you. Yeah, we're talking about you. We don't go. Sometimes, yeah. Let's deal with you as an
enemy. I haven't finished my sentence.
We'll see. We haven't. Now we there. So a group as seven now. Okay, we.
You're talking about politics. Me alone cannot do politics.
No. And I'm casting me question is in hindsight, politically, dear, was you? You.
Yeah, so I'm telling you what I've learned politically with hindsight.
But so, we need the idea. Count the I.
Yeah, but politics is a weird decision.
I say, I. Na can count the we are. I said, pedodo asem count there.
Everywhere you hear we, change to I.
What I consider candy, you.
Papa Smiley, we find anything. I mean, we don't ever dream or wish we have the character of Akwantufuo again in our lives. Akwantufuo single-handedly dismantled Ghana. The man is so wicked.
Abby, we are talking about learning. On your son, I can say in hindsight, you know,
I vouch, Papa Smiley, I vouch for him.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Right. Okay.
So I'm giving you the background. I vouched for him.
You vouched, okay.
Yes,
all right.
And it was the most serious mistake or misjudgment.
Okay.
I've ever made politically.
In time, I say to you, no, because Obi Sujin say one of the best president Ghana has ever had. So nimsa. In time, I say men could we send behind.
Papa Smiley, you see, the people who say is the best will be in the minority.
Hey,
you understand? They will be in the minority because they might have benefited, but the majority of Ghanaians marked this man as a failure. The majority.
And statistics know what Who the voting in the can once?
The election verdict. What is the election verdict? Is it not 40, 60 to 40? That was the election verdict.
I don't know if
that is a majority.
One second. I don't know, say if we can wholly say the election results a verdict of his performance. It's to it could also be a response, or let's put it this way. Sebia na Ghana for MP nipa oba beto aso e de ama no right into wuntimi nka say holy no e nana performance and e hwe so de to aba no because say akwai say fancy say no say Mourinho e wo Chelsea a o support to Chelsea o free Chelsea na say wo call Real Madrid and no di Mourinho achi say bi esi da meboa obi wo hono mo a ACN e wo Chelsea no ana no support to Chelsea o free Chelsea no won support to Chelsea bi o player bi ade ne ba be she ACN na mu bi a won fa ho player kro won support no right on fa ho on support no enti obi wo hono mo a
I supported Arsenal.
Yes,
because of Iwanko
Kanu, okay.
You understand? And Kanu left to Portsmouth. You understand? There, I was following them not because of Kanu, but there were players there like Lomana Lualua and Harry Redknapp. You know Harry Lualua, you know his trademark?
Catch it.
Oh, you don't know Lualua trademark? Trademark Lualua, when he scores a goal, he will be doing acrobat backwards. Do you remember it?
I know. Okay, all right.
Hold on, let me finish. One day he jumped those jumps, then he couldn't stand straight again. And their coach, Harry Redknapp, say, you scored instead of you stand still, you are jumping, because he had an injury out of that. So Redknapp was at the beginning he liked it, but when he was insulting him.
All right. It's Abby. Yet one common no. Said I may change them no. May show us what you say. Yentimi enka because I mean we don't have all the data. Say obi akwohwe so the performance no and wo ne hwe so eto ye because unim say ye kan say ono no performance no say coach bi wo hono mo a say ye yini free team bi mu a na the coach fufu bi ba ema ultimate players fans bi a no mo support team na omu job team n'HD because coach no more modern among other things. So when you say this different coach background na sa fans ni be correct me say back. So nim sa. And you know we can't have the entire data. Sometimes you know based on 1 second T. You see when we twist and turn certain data here and there just to support our narrative. Jitum no correct because person say Nanado woye West internet election na it was a referendum on him, but you don't have obi a uji data deeper no you don't have to say it that way because other factors
you mentioned a lot of data. I have got a book here. The book says even data is no evidence.
Okay. Internet is it. Okay.
Yeah, data is no evidence because you can collect data which is not relevant to the issue at stake. Do you understand? And he cited a very nice example, but we don't have time now. But with time, I will cite some of the examples.
Okay.
to refute people who thinks merely quoting one or two figures, they've given you enough evidence. You understand? Because that data may not even be relevant to what is at stake.
Okay, I'm happy you've read that one. I'm happy you've read that one.
Yeah.
It's only in hindsight. No one would dear, Mr. Come on, dear.
Yeah, Baba Baswalim cry for Akwantufuo. Okay. The verdict was clear. And you see,
what the hell come you?
When he left, but there's a saying that, sometimes when a wind blows, even after the wind has passed, you can see the damage which followed that wind. Do you understand? The sort of wind blowing after Akufo-Addo is damaging. You see the way he has disorganized the whole party. It's because of him alone. And you see the level and the extent of corruption. All people associated with him, Ken Ofori-Atta and the rest, they run away. I don't think this weekend I send you something about this Edubuahin boy. So the chain effect of this Akufo-Addo is so disastrous. Even his people, Japan, he's saying he's trying to refute that, but he said it already. The man is so wicked. Now there's no way we can exonerate him. Do you understand? He has not set even good example. The ripple effect we are still suffering from the ripple effect. And it's not just ripple, so what would I call it? Storms. Storm. So, Papa Smiley, hindsight, dear. I've learned a lot from hindsight. As far as Akufo-Addo is concerned and going forward, I don't think I will ever repeat politically this sort of.
But one second. Said the Abi to Wasi. Said the you be very clear as to all learning now also when some of the things that you overlooked. Overlook 1, overlook 2, overlook 3, overlook 4. Na one senka wo omu ani da ho. Na uhwihwim. Some of the density na. Nti come back first one there. What did you overlook?
So let me give you background to that. When Mama was in power at the time, of course, nobody can dissuade me from that. Mama was corrupt. If you have to today. So we thought we have to change them by any means. So I overlooked the fact that Akufo-Addo has no skill set to even undertake what he said. The man said, I will do away with the Gorgisbegan economy. He was coming to do away with the economy, the import substitution thing we learned in the economy of Ghana, everything at uni, taught by Captain Gerard and so on, that we are import substitution. That was why our colonial masters left. And this guy, that is what said by Gordon Gorgisbeck. And this is why he's telling us he was coming to do away with the Gorgisbegan economy. I believed it. I was wrong. He has no clue even about what he was talking about. 2, one dam, one factory, these people were even wrong. He didn't have any plan. 3, the man has no single iota of integrity in him. He's a complete liar.
1 second. You said 1 second. Abi, nyamutre. First of all, first one now say now how to measure so you're corrupt and as when you're corrupt. Yes, sir.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
What shana sana unim.
Papa Smiley, I believe Akufo-Addo
okay. What do you believe
at the time.
Okay.
No. I believe Akufo-Addo at the time on prima facie.
Prima facie.
You understand?
Okay.
Okay. When they say prima facie, on the face of it, or the way the person conducted him or herself, that's prima facie. Okay. On the face of it, you have not gone down deep. You have not gathered any evidence to prove that. But prima facie, I thought the man was honest. I thought the man would mean the words he was saying.
Okay. All right.
You understand? So that prima facie was destroyed by the evidence he produced.
To was you nyabutre. Sa prima facie asema okay no. Oh. Nti dizi no Akufo-Addo akire say menu so sa prima facie no whatever it is ni bi na say.
No, Papa Smiley, you can't do away with prima facie. Okay. Papa Smiley, you come to see somebody hoovering in your area. Yeah? Okay. What comes or hoovering around your flat?
Okay, so on a nam honum.
What comes to your mind is this guy may be a burglar. This guy may be.
I don't know. I don't know. So
I'm telling you what prima facie is like suspicion.
Now I would say. I didn't know one suspect say very who been wire. Now 50 hour bomb.
Especially if no B is not living in my area, the guy looks suspicious.
I don't know. Can say only chrono. Or very who be no wire. It's no. Me kwa ko busa ni so. Minia. Na one hour no me say nim wa ha say one hour na am say wo free ha ba ha na o de ofiti ya o prima facie ne say nipa kro no be kro no.
But if he is also genuine, why wouldn't he come and ask you that I'm looking for somebody but I'm lost?
And you be near kind of facey. Say bia on nipa no ne manners na e kire no enye nuru ho no.
So take your manners and also take my suspicion.
Man fa eno nkire say oye kromfo. Enye na ade be kire say oye kromfo. You have no right to say no.
I'm just illustrating prima facie. It means you suspect the person or you think of what comes to your mind immediately. So what came to my mind immediately about what Akufo-Addo, all the rubbish he was talking, was one, this man looks genuine. Do you understand? This one seems like he's got something to give to Ghana. This one seems to have identified all our problems. That was a prima facie. That was what I thought. Until his own evidence proved otherwise. So when the person has, it has been proven, or the person has proven that all what he was saying were wrong, prima facie is gone. It's a fact now. Okay. Do you understand? So Akufo-Addo, the facts given to us compared to, the assurance, the prima facie thing he told us, were all lies. And that was where I felt let down, big time. So we find so I've developed a different, what would I say, sifting criteria, to assess all this rubbish going on. Rubbish walking around, telling us they are politicians.
Yeah, politicians. Okay. All right, then. Abi,
let me ask you last thing, and people who come after come ask. Baba Smiley, you see, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, MPP people told us that Commonwealth lawyers, they've gone to Ghana, and MPs or something say Ghana government should reinstate Tokonu and so on. You heard that? And Ghana Legal Council were saying we should reinstate Tokonu and all those rubbish. You heard it. Okay. Papa Smiley, what happened here last week, Thursday or Friday? The Deputy Prime Minister resigned. You agree?
Yeah. I resign. That's right.
Okay. Papa Smiley, name one institution or either the Parliament of Ghana or the Legal Council or any community in Ghana or even America. Can they tell the UK government or even opposition in the UK Parliament, can they tell the Prime Minister to reinstate this woman?
Adabio, now they okay, send you reinstate asem. I resign. Ye nadi. Yen suspend
so
can
anybody tell them to reinstate?
Say when you reinstate asem. This the person is not suspended. The person is not fired. The person resigned, right?
Under pressure. Under pressure.
Abi. The person.
But this lady refused this thing on a few occasions. So.
You said you see our comparison. We'll be to you. I didn't have branch. I can taste you, right? What it is, they say, whatever the case may be, no, she was not suspended. She was not sacked. Where would they come from? Anna Obibejina baby aka said she should be reinstated. If you want to talk about the fact, say okay, when the pressure and the demands or the concerns concerning concerns about her integrity, her truthfulness was just overwhelming. You know, she felt the need to say she has not lived up to the office that she was occupying into what excusing her and also resign. Now open so the part of the world so say no beat me young from so be among other things that's still an or fight to keep the position and no her. But when you talk about reinstatement, the woman was not fired. She was not suspended. So why you trying to say young reinstating and say mommy dear yeah guys won baby yeah what I see. And I didn't now compare this. Why are you changing the narrative just to fit to whatever you are saying? Oh, Abby, what form? Okay, Abby, Twaso.
Block me, you are talking.
Oh, Debbie, I know block you. If like you go out and you come back, that'd be why.
No, I haven't gone anyway. Yeah, Papa Smiley, the woman didn't just leave voluntarily. At the beginning, she denied it. So later, when she saw the pressure was too much, she has to resign. But the point I'm driving at, no institution, nobody anywhere can tell UK government reinstate this woman like they try to do in Ghana.
They all kind of sad. I know. Some amendment here says we to sabro for reinstate now.
Of course, that was what they were saying.
Maybe not resign. Oh, and you know.
Yeah, but we don't have to let anybody tells us what to do. We've sat there. The job is not our own business. Here, this part, you see Weinstein had his own company. They took the company away from him. Do you understand? So those MPP people saying, oh, Commonwealth people, why can't those Commonwealth people tell this government to reinstate her?
Anyway, I don't know what point you are seeking to make, but I don't seem to.
My point is all those MPP people, the Ghana Legal Council. Look, what I wish to happen to this woman now, after they've dismissed her now, is to take a practicing license from her for gross misconduct.
Okay.
Papa Smiley, if any company fires me here now that I've done gross, immediately my professional qualification, they will take it away from me. They take it away from me. I can't practice again.
Okay.
So the next consequence for this woman is for a license to be taken. They should have done that to Godfrey Dami earlier when he was chasing Jakpa. That was what they should have done. This Ghana Legal Council.
Okay.
For flouting and destroying the profession. This one there is obvious. They have to know the consequence.
All right. Said they all can we know say we know one way or the other no. She's been found guilty of certain things that she's been done. She was tried, isn't it? Say you tried. Maame nso di a wo kan no. Obi anko try no. Ana no obi ko try no. Ana public court no na wo de be adwuma. Say public
Papa's
court.
right. The bottom line is she's been removed from the role. So all these MPP co-meaning at Ghana Legal Council, Afenyo marking this stupid boy, telling us they should reinstate him. So they should come and tell these people you have to reinstate this woman. If they are men and women enough, they should come here. If America cannot tell these people to do this, so impossible.
Yo.
Somebody quoting the law is the law because she was at the giving end. Now that she's at the receiving end, the law is no law anymore. Now that she's at the receiving end, the law is no law anymore. When they get children, they are dishing out the law to us, and then they quote, they make two know the law is the law. Rubbish.
Yo, Abi. Quite lengthy.
You see the lady, I'm a governor, the one they say she was posting things online, so a condo. This woman said is a condo too. So this the result of this woman's conduct and the Ama governor, which is more serious. Do you understand? So they need to take her license, everything. That is the next consequence of punishment for her. So she cannot practice law again.
Okay, all right then, Abi.
Gross misconduct.
Yo, memoir home so. Na ya go around no be a flow freely. Before I bring in the other issue that we want to discuss underneath our conversation today. Enti mame ko of Albert so na of Albert so enka bi. Enti of Albert so otime nka ba maso Abi mute ho. Why? Nice one. Of our body.
Papa.
Bamaso.
I drink it.
Good. Good. Now we can need to say.
Oh, we can na bread a womb.
I see. Na ya one my say or didn't you Vic me boy. Na ya moye mu make love kakra wo phone so ana.
Phone the bed make love wo phone.
Oh, send ya woni mo kan odon kom no feel pa nanka hui na minya yanka. Oh, so sa anko ya mu ni bi.
Sa my pencil. Yeah, pencil. Be several, about pencil.
I'm pencil. We na microphone board man na omo person omo update omo skills na omo confa young girls ni bi no. Because also update you. Wo phone say now update no every now and then me boy. It also update you. So update you kakra. Was it ama pen to say? Also update you. Anyway, young anyway. Abi abon to abibri. Ntema abi aken dos ye pa. Minim so obeka no bia. Senso enye no ana obeka. Enye bia nkoma ani di se okọ hwe obi ofie bi mu. Uduru nkrofo te honom. Anasa okọ baabi. Nkrofo bi ana osenka bi a ochia wo mo ansa na otwam akọ no wanchia wo mo. Okọ wani wie na hu se da bi. Ubehia wo mo support, ubehia wo mo guidance bi here and there. Na asan wachi eba wo mo ho ebi ato pen. Ene free flow Tuesday. Say opese ukwa bi fufura ansa na we talk about the very topic of the day no. Udi enyiti of our body.
Yo, Papa. Say very topic of the day in the say ebesi toko no so. Ena meti se na mone no pre o kan toko no ne Akwantufuo mo Papa meka the course sisi ɛwɔ yɛ Ghana politics no mu kakra na ewie a na ma yɛ sɛ mmerɛ wɔ mu a ɔsɛ si a mebɛfa ayi na afo nti na mempɛ wei no amanfo astarte frɛfrɛ si so papa sɛ yɛn nyinaa bɛkae a sɛ mmerɛ bi a na power no wɔ MPP foɔ nsam na woka asɛm a ne yɛakyew ne yɛku ne yɛboro bi na meka ne ha sɛ adeɛ a yɛyɛ no ɛte sɛ woyɛn aboa bɔne ba obɛnyini na waba abɛto deɛ nti a mede afi ha sɛ ne matietie mebaa kakra na metie tia na mekɔ hu sɛ saa aborɔ nyɛ koraa yɛakye no long time a ɛnɛ ɔkɔpie court ɛma ne court no nyinaa akyi no yɛama ne bail na metie MPP foɔ mo youth organizer yɛfrɛ no sɛ bibi Mustafa na the way all ranting the way all cast some no just send the ho na say a long way to go na later omo frɛ baba jama na ono so be sim na ono so de ne de nam ho even though ono can justify no ho say ono de since memorial eno ma na ekoso dada ni nyina na on support ye refer no to Kevin Taylor and some also omopa omonko back aka asenkohwe saa nsɛm ni nyina bae na on support me mantin na no asɛm da ntimi enka ho bebre but nia meka ni nyina ne sɛ yemu bi de ne yɛ ka sɛ emre bi atwam no obi me yɛte asɛsɛ atam didie ne saa no ma ne nyina no enye ni constitution sɛ yɛde obi atam a yɛde nipa no kotuma na se ne sei but platform yi so na mbeka se kwabla bobi ansa ka na Akufo ado yere ho asem ade kyen ne akɔkyen bia na ne adi ne dwane ye hwehwɛ ne ha ye nya no ye ne se ye nya no MPP ni betimi akɔye we ye nkye ne da enti saa no ma na ye no emmoa ɛkyena bi no de enti ka we nyina power sesa anhwɛ kora na nipa no wayɛ de ɛboro saa because wo kyerɛ no mammo bɔne amafo bebre ne me nya adwen sɛ bi a abronye wadidi atem ana so yi obi a won na adwen me no nia madwen ye me anase nia omu nyina aka ma yate tem ana NDC wo opposition tem ana MPP wo opposition mre bi eme yate se obi edidi watem obi ka asem bi to so na se wo hwe na wonya court na ade no beko na se court no de ebi a ye ka asem ni nyina akɔwie na se udifo a te se randa ebe odi abronya kokoti eno wo ho but enche you be 3 weeks say 1 month ni na platform isu je amanfo metie sa ankrofo no abronya mu asem no de mba beka second Taylor ete abuchire na obi say wadidi na atemti wa issue warrant say enkoche no amanfo justify say mra na che nti ese eche no nti metie sa ankrofo no ne ebi wo ho a ono de oba onka sakura because of say ebi kra mabo we so nti onka ho asem bi kra ase wo ye different but the me Martin me nye lawyer de but the me tie na odidi na tem so a dump where corrupt it's a bubono no one timi ankyere omu a then nanka mo hu de mo de be no but almost so monya ne sa abronya na nkasa na mpesi a na no ama nkrofo no ebi ne etimi de abronya ndie ne even though say ekwan afa so de na ache no na nipa franka ebe ha me but abronya nkasa particular ne de ye because metikro we mu na hu sa abronya na nkasa fa ofa cruise di na chi ohia wa no abo no aje oka emra ne ye ne dia ye chi obi ne ekoka na ye ka ho asema na abronya di watem obepɛ nkrofo kra na wabo se be kum ti sei on say a na dane sisi NDC for no so be resre e ye mo de o apronya de ti na obedidi nkrofo atem but yes nkrofo ya ye ka say edidi atem ti na se eche na sanitize system na ye beneficial na no ye na wo so yi men ka say NDC na de ba ye but na no aba ya na wo so yi 282 no ye nkrofo mo so for telephone esu di atem ni bi because one hen kura de obatem bia tem na ye di MPP for na ye kan no kura de han o say ye di asante hen kura ka ho but me de besi nne hu ba bia boy no di asante hen atem but atem de odi bi pa MPP for ne nipa no majority no bebre wo asante di but o hen no ankasa de tumfo de me hu na yi a me mai sa kwa chire nkofo sende ma me nyina menti me hu bi da eti se ye sa nkofo no a ye ya benefit wo sa de ni mu nye ka vintela nko radio so ne no obo ko ha ya akra ye nyina etwa bom abi twa bi bom na me support nti se me na me ba betra se atem nie no eni se yi na se ye chiche omo ana se man ka no kore me conscience no kora no em kasa kora de ekwan bi punish me because my nipa my anoma kokone eti me no se ne medical aka no atem nie ni saa no ma ne de o ma me ate ase morally no enye but say ye court ni ye mra kunu na da ho no se nura na atenie e de chi obi na anase ka obi hu asem ne ye chi obi na me ya o me be kan ya and so the same thing I can but abronya de o mu fa kakra mfa na ni ho no de abronya particular ne de kakra fa na ni ho because ono no ye ka no pe ya boye eti etua ne makoni bi kakra se na ano me yam ya no na akoti makoni ba enti se na odi aba na ma me tua wa adenti na se me sesa makoni kosi to ne o mo de kakra tua na but na okura wo mu so ne se ye ka ni nyina no mra no ye ninkaso nkosi ba bia ninkaso sa ye ya de tumi ya onu o personal yi na abronye na abron ayi ya onu no IGP no o che hwan on che mama ye di natem Akwantufuo ono papa panyimu ye di natem yi ni video ene ayi sa even though Akwantufuo de no de wo ya na adwe ana wo pa ekro betu but still no ye di natem Kofo ne ye di Kofo atem Lawrence ye di natem it is as IGP ni ye di watem na sa wo de tumi no ebe hu amanfo a eno na eduru ba bi amena na ham na se mra na kwa ese dibie ni bi wo de ba tokunu de ya so a me de kan be si tokunu de ya so a ono tokunu ne de ya hye mra na ojeli obi ma ne ko ya chi obi jeli no life imprisonment wo ko ka kire say the law is the law tokunu de mahama petition obotugui Atuguba bo Akwantufuo petition tugui almost say the law is the law. Tokonu mu na yi judges mu jeli atuesien. Na yeso yare the law is the law. Now the sad law ni bi bediwa o se me de da. Memempre. Na kura na me tie yi papa bi asa say apart from no kura de nyefie na okọ na ye ne o. Oje o money $10 million. Isuta or the kosi na saa nipa wi ni abetran radio so ni defend no adwen papa bempa na wo nipa wi ti eti se ne madika aka no se ene judges na omo so etra tokunu asem so omo bogu ye no ekina bi beto a na so di mirka gidigidi se me de menko African court bi kura me de meko oba menche ha ya Holland International Court na ebasa meme no meti ha men supporto because say na no ye di tokunu na no ye di charotro say na ye nim say ye appointed microphone etimi yi omu me ka se mo ha saa se de we a MPP fo si kire NDC kwan ye fa so bu man no anhwa ye beba be bu man na abroso beba be bu man abroso papa we de me dia se bi twam me ga se madam fo ba ko a na me ye ne no Spain ne ba tem bia akura no ko school no ba ne abon no sun ya bon teacher fo no ko complain o mo se enkura de o mu di agura eden obi babu bi enkura de eden obi babu bi sa na enkura de aguro nti akura no ese okeka ne ho na pa mine no o training no tia na nti okofo ni nua ba akofi Ghana bai na ni nua no so de o ye ya na wa bo no ka no ye wi nti ama we na ni beedi afi okọ school mu a nkra mo bo no ni nyina no we be kana no amma no pau na ni achi no na fi complain ba na oba last time na mo fie na mo ka kire say madam say last mo ka kire say nkra de obi bo binti sa na tie we na eden a obi be bo bi nti munya eden obi bo bi munya mas headmistress no asrsa Etibaju ye adwuma pop ya me ka kire se nkura bebu nam se o mi sa na madam no wo ho no sa na o ka kire se na o se ampa no o te ho hwe ni won se ye tuntum ni de o mo de complain o mo de ba o mo de akola no ne maame ni nyina e ba ho but ye ko complain ye hu akora obo madam fo ne ba ne da nkura de ye de obi bon ntizesi ano nkura na obi bobi no e na e koso wo ye man ni mu enti se ya nhwe na ya njae a amfa no manto ba bia beduru ba bi na beji nsem
okay
na do yi na papa hwan so na ejai amanaka no eni asem sebe
so na o di kan fa ho ye example
se eno na enne ye problem me kura me kan se me na ode ye me a me nya ma ne nka me de so no credit ye ba ko me na ode ye me a me ye obi na me ye obi wie ebia me oyem ba ko me ye omienu a na ye nyina ya transit anka ya na chese
so what's you se nipa ne yo ba ko a wo be mienu
sa pepe
na se wa benya address o
na sa na me fa no si ho daache because se me dada no me te wono nka me nye bi eti wo no abaye me no wo no wa ba kire me nim adwen wo ko na ebeba otim eti ese me de me a me di akire ndi automatically ese me nya me 1.0 sa wo ko no amma bi wa anya hwe se wo na akofa bae enti se wo ko na se wo ba bi wa anya hwe no me wo ba ko na ba bete so wo di ade ani che no
overwedi
oh papa se ye kan no kro ha mompe ma ka kiro se me no kan se mo a sha ase a me ka no kre ye wo mu ni nyina me ka no ba di tro ba ko a se me di tro be 3
okay
sa se wonya me hu se me no kan sem no na me ka no kre na o pese hu se me no kre nti wudi ba be sisimi a me di tro be 4 kra 3 kra sa na ma nya akire mo e de agu ho wa de me tro me di agu so no okra uhu trokra obedwane wo mma ho pim na fi ya transit pepepe sa mum na me policy de neti it se wo be bom de a ese me so me bo be bia 2 3 na me nya standby because say dada na yete wo manika me bo so de ade neti sa mum na nka me de eti na nka ye nyina enya manka se si ana NDC ye bi MPP ye bi last bi mekane ha se mahama ohwe na onyi MPP fo nkrofo no ne ba bia loopholes wo constitution nyina won fa nya adwuma na emeye advantage mo no owi ano asan constitution se ne be ya omba omunti me ehwe bi because o ja na trada se ne da ho na won kokora na yi IGP se yi o chief justice no by me a me wi a maye bibia wie no ma san constitution chief justice na waba no ebi age se judges no supreme court judges be omun two tests eto abatia no so otime yi no before so two tests no mra no ma yi supreme court judges no kama yi more than two tests high court judges ma pack memen crofon kwa young boys ebi a odi be 40 years, 30 years now do money na ko high court, appeal court. Sa pepepe. Enti before
Ɔn sɛ
omo titi mo amra no na sa Akwantufuo nyina wu na new generation ba.
in fact of body I don't know. Ɛyɛ sɛ woyɛ Kristoni Pentecost ni, because woanyɛ Kristoni Pentecost ni a yɛnim deɛ nka bɛyɛ, right?
Abrofo no mbedi eso Bible na no mo de ba no.
Ɛntina meka sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ even sɛ woyɛ Kristoni because sɛ nka wonni hwee koraa a wogyina so deɛ ne ahwɛ anka yɛnim deɛ nka de bɛbɛ wiase, because strategy a wofa nyinaa no ɛkyerɛ sɛ you are always going to be in bondage. Kyerɛ sɛ de biara na wodwen sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a ayɛ sɛ wode nsɛtire ahyɛ nsuo ase no. Ɛwɔ sɛ wo nsɛsi so de biara apɔ so wobɛgye mu nso.
Sɛ ɛdɛ obɛgya mu ntina abrofo na ombɛgya ya akɔ no. Omo try sɛ ombɛ manipulate ya akɔpɛ ɛnɛ ne na kro sentiment tie ho. Sabi na esi yetimi strategy o. Abrofo no be fear so akɔ no. Omo try sɛ ombi bia omo de be wura ye kon before say betimi atete ho no ɛyɛ over some years. Omo de traba we abewuram, omo de we religion, omo de we eno man be pray. Who free ho ana ukɔ democracy. Who free ho ana ukɔ we. Who free ho ana ukɔ we. Omba amu hu say ahemfo no the way ana yes here a strong war sa ahensem no be bu sa no mani nyina to gu enti akire no problem bi obesi ahemfo no problem bi enso no mra na omode abrɛ no akyekyere omonsa.
Okay, enti say no wo pɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ sɛ deɛ aborɔfo no yɛyɛ no a ɛnyɛ no yɛntoa so yɛnsua no yɛnso yɛnyɛ bi nyɛ saa.
Ɛnyɛ ma yɛ but ɛyɛ mo amɔ asomdwe. Enti sɛ ne yɛ deɛ no yɛ akɔyɛ sɛ before say ye sɛ wo pɛ asomdwe wɔ Ghana the way ade na akɔyɛ no nipa bɔnni wo pɛ sɛ ɔne ne tena yi a ɛsɛ otimi kyikyire ne yie. Bible kura sɛ wakan ɔso wobɛkɔ ohɔndifoɔ fie na kɔkɔ sɛ otimi yere no kyikyire no. Enti deɛ America ne sɛ sɛnea ɔmoma ehu abosonsom sɛ ɛne obi kɔm kora yehu ni sɛ ɔno deɛ ɔnyɛ kora ne bibia especially nkrɔfoɔ mo atena bruchurch no ohun sɛ ye bibia bɛyɛ na Africa na enye wɔn deɛ mɛkyerɛ no because of say ɔmo mo kan sɛ nkora mo say ɔmo program yɛ nache so wɔn deɛ tie no ɔmo program yɛ kyɛ China ne sankrɔfoɔ ɔmo tete ɔmo ho nyina no besi nnɛ China ni tɔ ready made sɛn kora nyɛ ne fɛ ne boɔ kora nyɛ den te sɛ ɔmo ankasa ɔmo traditional ntadeɛ no ɔmo bɛhyɛ no. India for the same thing. You better respect one now show more traditional, but yeah, the antisa, ya try us and kebe, ye the ano beka. President Becca so young Friday where but okushia or ko UN a year anka or the tradition, you know, see yen no. Our person yes money, nkoko UN no abo, sata de no de co. No share ye well fra a beer kente, next time wash fugu, next time be an osha, but or kwa no abo suit. One mentality nti akora na oti TV hu ohwe president say okasa wo e bia UN no suit no wahye nti wo sa akora no be den ama na nya interest wo atade na fugu na pese ohye ni hu se wo dada eti meme de no mu hu ni se abrofo no program nti mu hu ni se de ne nye but me de no se mu tie ni ye pa nipa boni ni ye different se nipa boni ni wan ke nhye mra. Eti the moment obe se nipa boni ni ewo ho obi a otimi bae afarijan oba ekofo beto no atames beto no Lawrence motam no mo yi ne bae obi anyi no akufo ado bae ya yi nipa foforo no wose no meba be ni enim se yetimi yi nkrofo e no mbe yi mame Charlotte se firi ho we ya ni ama na so krim ya ye nyina ati ya Bank of Ghana ayi a waba sisi onu aba interview nya se onu aba interview se yesi wo ontu wa resign a de bisi nye omo so ameka hwe maka na de Japan kra be confirm se omo so hia nipa se omo so nkrofo be adwuma It's only a sankrofo here before say wobɛkɔ no wɔsan gya mu ma ade na bɛyɛ level ground no ɛsɛ woyɛ ne yie na yɛhyia aborɔfo no tɛ biara yɛma yɛn ho kyerɛ no because sɛ yɛde nsa sɛ soft growths ɛna yɛde deal with ɔmo but nkɛse yɛ deal ne yie ɔkɔkyekya n'ani wɔ galamsey side wɔwɔ sɛ wode fa taxi no akɔ ɔnnuru hɔ no wasi na ɔba because ɔmo nim sesɛ eti sɛ nkɛ bɛyɛ na wokye no ara na sɛ your friend sɛ wode ne kɔto nsa wɔn prison ana sɛ wo so wotriti ne bibi ya nka na yɛ but normal no yɛgya mu fofofo nti America foforo America tim bɛkye Ghana ni na ɔmo de ne kɔ by America ni ebedi bɔne wɔ ha bɛ report bi wɔ ha na ɔmo abɛyɛ mmara ma wo kurom sɛ wɔbɛ report ba na koraa no America hɔ na wo bɛba bɛdi n'asɛm nti sɛ ɔmo yɛ nti sɛ memedie ya me kan ya yɛnkyɛ mpɛpɛpɛ America for sɛ saa na mo kan deɛ yɛn so mo nkurɔfoɔ na ɔmo wɔ hɔ no sɛ obi yi ɔmo Bugatti o sɛ oyi ɔmo Bentley o sɛ oyi ɔmo de Jaguar wɔde ba Ghana aka eti mo ma mmara no yɛnhyɛ ne pɛpɛpɛ anka ɔmo de mirika ɛna ɔmo bɛte aseɛ because ɔmo sɛ yɛn nkurɔfoɔ no ɔmo bɛtumi afa kwan bebree so ɔmo deɛ mekyerɛ kìí nso yɛ mmara bi sɛ o Ghana ni nso di bɔne even though America koraa sɛ mo de ne ba Ghana na wɔ Ghana koraa deɛ neɛ na kyɛ sɛ neɛ wɔ dansuo no mu koraa deɛ wayerɛ nkyɛn neɛ ma mo mma akyire koraa bi nka ɔmo ma ɔmo ba ɔmo bɛgye papa yi abɛkye Shatawale na mo si o yɛn nso koraa yɛn nkurɔfoɔ bi ofori ata ebi asom asi yɛhwehwɛ no nti no momfa ɔmo mmra as exchange Russia Ukraine wɔ yɛgyina border no so mo de wei ma ne yɛde wei ama mo Shatawale ne biyan mo sɛ sɛn a ɔmo bɛgye kɔ yi mo de ofori ata ba ne yɛde ma because ɔno koraa ɔmo biyan bebree no watɔ akɔgu America hɔ but ɛgya yɛ nim but the moment a wobɛyere ho no bɛn sɛ onua bibini aka kyerɛ sɛ o apɔnkye deɛ saa na ɔte papa mpanyinfoɔ abanti deɛ ɛka sɛ di nkɔmɔ wei a bɛkɔ akyiri
yoo ɔfa bɔdi yɛbɛdɛ wase why yɛbɛdɛ wase yɛbɛdɛ wase ɔfa bɔdi ana matene nka na nti yɛnkɔ Patreon so wei deɛ obiara nye free flow ansa na mmerɛ wɔ hɔ a yɛakɔ nkɔmmɔ no so ɛnɛ ha deɛ nkɔmmɔ no nyɛ adeɛ a yɛdi wie da nti no yɛma Patreon kwan na ɔno so nka bi Patreon woteme nka a pama so na Patreon mpom te sɛ beautiful yo ɛne ɛnɛ ɛyɛ Ebinada nso de yɛato din free flow Tuesday nti unsu flow kakra na yɛ mo nkɔmmɔ why
yo medas ɛgya bɔɛde mekyia me nua kuma bi de bɔɛde nti no woba so a no makae ɔhage ɛgya bɔɛde mekyia nkɔmmɔ no abɔɔ na ɛdɛ paa na sɛdeɛ a wokyerɛ no nyampa bebree sisi wɔ Ghana medeɛ nka sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ na broni ka ne sɛ mebɛka ne sɛ ɔkraman kakraman a mogya mbante no yɛngya NDC ne MPP foɔ no ano ɔmo nni ɔmo ankɔ wɔ sɛ ade a asɛ ɛno abɛda ɔmo mantra mfeɛ na yɛ ana mfeɛ wɔtwe biara no we repeat ourselves look as if sɛ we are not growing so yɛngya wɔ mu ɛnkyɛ biara aborɔ nyɛ paa ne ɔdi amanfoɔ anim ɛne ɛhu sɛ ɔkaa ne yɛ V8 na wayɛ ne tented a ne yɛakyɛw thinking sɛ bi a Ghanafoɔ ni record of whatever vehicles the Ghana government has imported nti no sɛ wokuta kaa bi a n'adwene yɛ ne sɛ kaa wei yɛ Ghana ban deɛ a n'adwene o na wakye kaa no san wakɔhwɛ mu ahu sɛ nyɛ Ghana ban deɛ san wɔgya no that is lawlessness abɛn ne yɛwɔ fɛrɛ sɛ yɛwɔ ɔman yɛwɔ tumi ne adeɛ wɔ ɔman no mu biara nka hwee ɛna obi ka hwee koraa antɔ asopa biribiara mu ɛnna wɔn ni aso ɔpɛ akyi o ɛno so kyerɛ sɛ wɔn ni obi nyɛ adwene ɛwɔ amambuo ho anaa timupo bi ho, be it ideology or opinion. You don't use insult. Oh, I'm penny be no free Uganda. Definitely, Idi Amin. I say, have a freedom of speech there. You have it. But what happens? What happens after your speech there? You don't have control over it. So, obi aye bibi. Now, no, church against another number was superior argument. I think there, and said that. Meanwhile, we live in a society. Information about so open, say, more praying it. I don't know. Wife catch every say radio station. Yeah.
Construction report ahead.
Radio station. We have been taking an apano. A pro liberal. So, you know, simi bana baako ɛka asɛm bi kyerɛ no a sɛ bɛyɛ a metie station no a menyi so bluetooth am sɛ yɛwɔ mate nti wadwen bɛyɛ wɔ sɛ mmɔfra no ne nam hɔ kɔba no a wɔmɔdi ɔmo agorɔ ɔmo tie paa nti asɛm bi a ɛpie wɔ ano na kɔ mframam a wonim nipa koro a wɔtie ne deɛ a little bit of seasoning will help. But I brought here no for some kind of kind of say a can be a will be what when you must can say man win. Then also answer Sagre. Oh, we are in a yard, you know, one price because this is a game of numbers. One price and Nipano at the end of the 4 or 8 years or Baba trouble in the amount. It would in a term, sir, one back. Nemo woka sem on chichemu woman data woman science man nipa na trust here convince us okay asem a branch e kan trust mu eti na super so one kan ikoye na sa e baba be pie e be eno so firi ho a won mo aye de mmara hye o monsa se mu mfa mmara enfendi mentime ho asem mentime ho ase emu pensem mu no che law and order no also omo actions and inactions must be seen being fair. We oppose in here of Mangana and the regardless of whoever employed you or appointed you. Your actions and inactions must be seen being fair. Society, we found ourselves at the wrong side of the aisle. Of which I say, so be Casemitiawa, burning pointers, they say, free be misdemeanor. I count on the offense, you know, and carry several. Can shut down here be who be away there. The name of Biafra, who am I be who see a pay a dinner quay a day a prayer for a bill cry and money be. She won't put them in a theater, funny a cancer. People won't put to be banching, one could treat you or see where did you be at them. I want from them. And ticket them police for the police for more young people money we are more watching a day. Hey, we have a video. To me, at the same quarter of the share back pint. Yo, Papa Smiley, I had a medicine now, baby.
Asemo na of a body asama o kan ye now say when come here odi say ono agitum say ɔno na obi yɛ ne biribi a deɛ nipa no yɛ ne baako no ɔno no bɛyɛ ne double, right? Na Pedro sɛ yɛkɔ no saa wei no deɛ a ɛne sɛne sɛ wowɔ arrest nti no dakye biara nso nipa no ɔno nso no wɔanya adwensakyerɛ a wɔbɛpɛ sɛ ɔbɛba abɛte na arrest na aba abɛdi wɔ hɔ sisi a ne yɛkɔ no saa Pedro ɛyɛfa ne yɛbɛduro
mo a mokɔ sukuu kɔ akyire no moka mo sɛ an eye for an eye will leave the whole society blind. To where I know I'm saying I pay Abby sending me video be before I'm penning phobia. Yeah, they to me on one never bread Japan no more in another no park country see you or mono park wakasa. And someone kind of more the papa. Was he a fire? Ye fast so. Ye one way the MPP leadership in the moon. That fine be all fast ye, Charlotte say. So, and I'm so more years out of anything. And this is all repeated with this Mrs. Tokuno. And about what I said, Bra, my penny for by him. I'm saying MPP for the one why I said no, only for a giant. Coming for the horses on map, sick of 1 years on Papa, Kuntuna City year for a jana or Japanese from a penny for person of Muja Manekin. And it's a Muja Noa, Udini Yuma Kusibra or pension. It is 2 million mawa. Still, I have 2 million ones, and you still have the power of discretion. Even in the midst of that absolute power, you still have the power of discretion. With security, I bet my case in the no case we make charge in the paper. Oh, your money to me. Did the fact say I did to me a man? You cannot do that. It's a share. I did a bad boy in the Padua. Nipa made it equal to me. Nation sounds what they say, and I want to say, and I'm also be a bonnet. Also, ban a double, so double no class so train one. 18 a yamra, as you could be banchia. Your mouth be able to miss your aircraft favor. Would dear what, then found what you for. We as own, just said, ye be a you are so train one. No big class, be yours, sir. Well, for 2 minutes, you win some and French in Papona should be. And oh, yes, I went here, Mara. Oh, it's no Obia, Obi, be. He has what it is so, and now the foul people. Your remedies, or your Mara no more. The point of a Pasua, Obekas herself. Take back Mara and shall win some. Them rush me who be a Akwantufuo bi ko ne fie Akwantufuo no dwane no ma etuo pay odi kun. And the fact say ututuo no bo Akwantufuo na ti ko no so e be dane asema se no Akwantufuo no face no tutuo no na bo Akwantufuo no bo bi Akwantufuo no kuta bibi odi be proud fine ase wodi mirika wo ko no a watutuo ma na gu na chie kun no I have one acre here. If personally, if you are Mrata, Pinters are saying no.
You patron, you better say, a futu na patron, de mayeno. And yeah, of a chum, so for chuma, right? You so for chum, any hodia, and yeah, watchman, and a watchman, a becabia. Hey. Na pochema ema you free flow na yanku enimti pochema bamaso
adwen kase o
na pochema boko de
oh nyame adaro ma ye nyina ho ye
good
am so ya
yes you ho ye pa yeah
eda na koso ma
ene free flow ene
ene de yen no
and just said no baby style be
be
that's right Nti deɛ wate ne na wopɛ sɛ ɔka bia wotumi ka sɛ woa nso wɔ wo deɛ a wopɛ sɛ ɔde brɛ yɛn a ɛno nso kwan da hɔ.
Nka ɛnɛ deɛ na nka metie mu metie deɛ ɛkɔ so ba wɔfa buadi ne nkɔmmɔ na ɔdiiɛ no na ɛyɛ medɛ papapapa.
Ei, wo nso ɛyɛ wo dɛ?
ɛyɛ medɛ wɔyiyi nsɛm bi ato hɔ no ma ɔho wonyɛ badwumba a wonte aseɛ wonte deɛ ɔka no ase.
Ɛneɛ ma yɛn nso wo analysis of deɛ woteyɛ why?
wɔfa buadi sɛ ɛyi mahama ɛnya kwanya bi a ɛsɛ ɔno tumi ɛde ɔn sɛ akɔyɛ sɛ waforo dua yɛn nyinaa yɛpia no wakɔkɔdu dua no so na ɛyɛ sɛ bɔfrɛ no wote bi gu aseɛ daabi wakyekyere de abɔ ɔbo ɛna wo nkwa a wɔsɛn soro hɔ nom na wɔredi saa bi na ɔpɛ kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ sɛ mahama yɛ na mene ne yɛ adwen mahama ne mmaa mu no yɛde yɛnim sɛ yɛ 4 years na 4 years na ɛyɛ sɛ ɔtumi yɛ biribi de si hɔ nom a obiara ntumi ɛmbɛsesa saa deɛ no in the interest of Ghana. But the underlying word, the operative word is in the interest of Ghana. Sisi ano our super majority our parliament. Opposition for you see a micro opposition. Me wa.
That's right.
Nti akobani say na nature say bibia obeto ye onu anadwimo onim say Emma emani ntompon no tumi no aman man nyina de ahye ne nsese ora sisasa nneema we mu nyina mayen na fa credo to ano te say the Rollins be ye constitution up to now yentumi sisa ye Rollins call how many years ni ye ache meboa yenya
wasa wukura ka ho
kofuonya 8 atamos benya kakra mahamenya almost 8 nanadu benya 8 plus 16 mahama 4 na ka ho ayesai 20 asan di atamos di be 2 years or 3 years enka say 4 years ka ho 28 almost 32 years in here masa ye bibisa de to ho maaye enti se mahama betumi aya ora mahama betumi aye bibisei a ebeboa man no na che se no tidua no soro no wachichiri bibia abɔ no bo a ya ye wase no yentumi emfa yensan koka de wachichiri so awo soro ho no na enka beboa ye papa ebini se inkeni so no yi IGP eni so no yi Supreme Court judge eni so no yi board of directors CEOs ayi so yi ni nyina free no so no chichere bibi de to ho article den ni nyina ye twem ena na edi ekro ni nya esanse wokɔ ye educational sector kra na ade a yesu no emwayen we are being trained for the white man. We are not being trained for ourselves. Ukwa Ghana memo a yakasa yedi ko up and down cry yentumi ntwere. Yakasa na brofo abefem. Me titi weni ho papa. Wo bisa question ewo fidie so a wo de brofo ne bisa. Enso benim say wo ye fantini mapa. So it is an you woman nyina na yesa ma mutumi di sinebo. Ade da no so. Na mo mo hyehyembra emra no ebeboa Ghana ebetim ho no ebesipi ewo ye nyina so. Ente jabo edi wonkomo no na ye mede me ti han mo na masre wo mitrim sa me say papa yi or count so abadwuma no betias de o kana say ebi muso beba be keso o ye politics na wa hu ɛyɛ yɛn nyinaa ne ɛwie fi sɛ Ghana yɛyie a Mahama ne de n'anim na mmom no ɛsikyire na ɛso yɛ nyinaa tɛkyerɛma so na mmom sɛ Mahama feli a mekɔyerewa no yɛn nyinaa bi bɛtwa yɛn ebi bɛtwa yɛ one way or the other nti ade nti na yɛba ha no mu a yɛyɛ koroyɛ na yɛntumi mfa yɛn nyinaa yɛabɛti mpagya efidie na ɛda yɛnim no na yɛba ha pɛ sɛ menkomunyɛ wei so wɔ MPP wei so wɔ NDC wei so wɔ CPP wei so wɔ ayi fa bɔdeɛ bɛtom twɔk party ade ntra medwen ho a mente aseɛ yɛamofoɔ baeɛ yi ɔmo kɔ dadaado ɔmo abɛkyikyiri biribi ato hɔ over centuries ɛda hɔ ɛne yɛpia adeɛ no yɛnim sɛ deɛ nti a ɔmo kyekyere de too hɔ yɛnim nso yɛdi akyire yɛankasa yɛ nyame yɛato yɛ nyame atwene ɛne yɛsom obi nyame Bible yi a yɛafa de akyekyere yɛ kɔn yi Africa ɛbɛmu kekree bi ketewee bi na ɛbɛmu South of Africa nim West of Africa nim ɛyɛ the northern part ɛna ɛwɔ mu ɛnso sisi akɔ Ghana bibia mekwaku hu ɔsɔfoɔ obi to ne badin koraa na kyɛ sɛ ɔsɔfoɔ bɛgyina hɔ ansa wato akwalaa ne din yɛka ne sɛn yɛnoa ne sɛn na ambɛn yɛato yɛ amammerɛ nyinaa ato atwene yɛ amammerɛ na ɛkyerɛ yɛn sɛ yɛyɛ bibifoɔ adwene da yɛtirim yɛato ne nyinaa atwene ne akɔ akɔfa obroni deɛ ɛnɛ obi ware na wankɔ asɔre dam na ɔsɔfo obi amfa ne nsa nto no so a yɛsɛ aware no ɛnyɛ aware papa aware no nyɛ aware papa nso yɛ nananom deɛ ɔmode kyerɛ yɛ no yɛato ne nyinaa ato atwene Momyɛhwɛ ne yie o anamo a yɛtu no ɛmboa yɛn ɛnɛ ɛmboa yɛ kyena ka me ɛwɔ hɔ no a na mpɛ sɛ nka meka twiaa kokosi so ɛgya maba bɛtena aburokyire longer than matra Ghana nti mayɛ ne dɛ yɛ na mede afrafra so nti yɛmbɔ mmɔden ne yɛmbie yɛadwen mu ɛmene sɛ yɛ nyinaa yɛadwen no trɛ yɛnkeka yɛ adwen kɛseɛ no ɛmfa mbom na yɛmfa mpagya yɛ man no yɛmpagya yɛ man no obiaa ni hɔ no ɔbɛpagya ama yɛn yɛmpagya yɛ man no a obiaa ni hɔ a ɔbɛpagya ama yɛn papa mede ma no bɛsi wɔ ha ma obi so ntoa so
ɛna wɔhyɛ da hɔ wopɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ me sɛ mentimi nkatwi no anaa sɛsɛ
papa wotumi katwi na mese asɛm a meka mese sɛ wobisa question a question na wobisa no
yes
anyanya bia wode twi na bisa anaasɛ wode brɔfo na bisa
sɛ bi wɔ hɔ a na ma ayɛ sɛ ɔsɔfo preach no ɔka brɔfo na obi akyerɛkyerɛ mu de akɔtwi nti meka brɔfo a na obi akyerɛ mu de akɔtwi ama me.
You say you are explaining, you are not answering. You are not answering my question, you are explaining. How did you
then person me dodge your question intra.
You call back to basics.
Say yeah me
be away for the also say ne ba ewo akwala no abrochire momodia ne nka ne krom kasa
and very important
one ne nka ne krom kasa me ba when you 25 years or katwi what the professor toward mo ba kan yam
pa na say dan de na ya me kan say say dem kan me na me ne Abi Ebonkomo about if we had known ahead of us, very far ahead of us, certain decisions that we take in the present, we would have altered it, if Senka minim very very ahead of me when I was secondary school na nke bi anka Africa ye twi teacher nka oba class nka mini ne ho fel nka meti se oba na just before I be drew class ono na me ne ye so prempe na ye yafa ho ye kodi gare ne adua sa time no ye kondo gobe nka menye sa de no I would have paid acute attention our class na mesua ni ye but hey enyaba kakra na mjimi di twam ho no no an ye de benante but said ye bo chairman na kire no say unye nruye stage yi bi na obetimi agire ho akatwi na yire ho neka sua ebeboa pa yo ye ne bo chairman awie no me list no ayira na asamo yabo ye okay ene wo wa na champo ene edru no so wi a eja he no ni aba so enti wo wa na champo kada chi bebe na okukrodrufo eja wo ma title ababio na wasa agina ade ene kada chi bamasu asi amenya break akra enti meje break ai kada chi na boko de said yenyam free case no untimi nya untimi mbuli ensa o ya say ye wo mra wo ho da bi ye wo mra yes yetio ye hwe
bedi pa ye no ne bedi ma ye no tama bedi sa edini to opagini no ne ho de mi am be yifiri so no ehu nyina aye edeja ehu aye edeja ade eja soto na edi pian won se bibi ho ne eja soto ne pian wa kan hu se tumi bi eka ho de ye sa de na mawo wo ye mrepe e bi ya dire fi so e be ja wo sa esra bo se na vo bi e bo bi ya boni pan ho ban sa ya bo papa ya bo papa ya bo ho ban o ye di bambo pa da tunu so enya san kitu enye kwa wo se na mi kenya kwa eye bambo pa da de tunu so ne ehuru se wo mre dodo okuma gana ye to ba de koma no o ma gana ye ja o bonu mu ba ye no ye jama wo no so no opinion no president e di ma no so on be gina won futu ne ye hu se won ma ye mu situation no ye hu se ma ne mre no ase we die ase no so ko pre emejae Debbie papa ye kuma eche ye timinga asudie daje so enkofu via no dwa ya ko bi via ya mo dwa adwie sunsun ya kra nyina yensuo ne sase ese ya na ese busuben kono bebi ejina ne jina nani abeba kanfo ne bakanfo di ne baba kanfo eni peya nipa dudu yo mo be di amamu ye nkwanfo nwotwi eni sankofo we nyina guso ne na hono muso ba kwachi agrada de 250 years na ma ne na hono muso bi ko wi aponche ba ko na ma kana chem mo ye no ko fa abronye na ma ye se abronye de bo se de mo jana oko mo ya no ko fa ho na mo be de no mo jana oko ni eto ni oguso kanfo aya nan ko fu anu mu fu se yi de tu fu bi ne yi de tu kulu yo asi de politician na fa se de bi ya su ko na san sa anu mo be akoso be ye obi Alex won e Alex ana Albert obi kasa na mti say Alex na say Albert ni po so no kan say it's not don't you can get emotion okanya sa me calling no man but tema na meeting between the listen okanya na kuyi pa dimakru no papa eti papa said the pen and yenye said the pen and yenye they be because asem yet it is one more motiti abruti one and open it is ebe transfer so ama nemfie na na ba be sonoko and sister yenem tutu also hye open bi kan sesia a wo so wotimi tu hono mo said ya wo free sweet say tumi dey sell nsa no tumi dey so nim temasa tumi bi ni sa tumi ze bi nim ho ne bi ne sa obobe omampanyini na yaman tumi kese se bi wotimi atimi saye and say obi timi ma be sense saye no me ofri so bi nim me se bi kan obi mo but papa we dey ye not pass on be year and to tell this share papa it money for or time money for be don fa kuma papa no won se kuni ye maye and one year you feeling change so by you will train next year and no better set to go phone to because elections have bad year me say I don't mean to and me do ya na because wa cassette ya because I was say masan ko phone na hono mo omu twespere too much omu so ani jem because omu say wo mre o so ni sia obet maka wo no oni sa sia obet maka wo oni ni wo mo fo mu nyina aduma nyina omu so mo omu so because me am say as wo kokoyi ye ni kokoyi kofoyi ye betu odro san kofo do koyi die be dio san kofo we say ye ni sa courage na di yes ye di tani no ma asise no mama eku etime de eje ni nyina so na say obi be yo boni a enso de go on wo tini kosi ma be 30 years pay amount of money san kofo free e wo say ke tia tini na kofo do sa ti o ami kan ho asemi because ye do sha won say wo na ye panyini na wo na ye panyini and wo be akoso won timi wo no so be yi anu say sa no we see nyina no wo ni mu be na say wo ni mu bi se wan ti wo sa di we say and look what was it we punish on man panyini no so what so obasan mo nyina fa ne na ase a won timi anhwe an correct san mo we say amman no me ekunu ababadika emo ekunu no ahotisa be kunu so o man panyini na kufo do no ko wa ka hu punishment no adi ti eja no se sadi be jani ni dia and your panyini mahama betimo so ba tena so amma no nyina go any how you should go na afi later no wo ko tena so asundwem ogogo test ni wa fa man ho tono no ogogo test do sadi e pese sadi we say yani even did you President Trump what America hono mo wo ne krokesia emu papa no kure wo mu a enu wo no ko man pani wiase ka president who president ya pointing on one e ko constitution no kura no e fa no say ye di ko court amani ko yin sama no e bo o play jeli no baby anytime on one and look kura edimu mu nyoma any city police party and president any president was it ye can be come a few come tare no ho ye to top go hard one in South Cuba for president omu dwi kunu akonu hey sanko for ye come as one to be ma come 20 atete wo go tell on mo e do ye taba no of black no go tell funo gas not one ni ya cheda na ona ni ya cheda na no ni enti no wa ogudisi mo di ye papa enti yehu ai ku se kafu kan fo mo enti aba mo ba yi a mo du busu mo kwapi enti mo hu be bia busu hu na opanyi mahama ne ba mo ni nyina nam no mo sile enti sa no wi na enti ni aro minister si ko show funo gas no mo chia no mo hage ni sa no mo we say enti enye ade a etimi emekuntu bon and sometimes me for say ko no say ya ye be ko nsa abranti abunya se ba ku mi no ko kan ya otutu a bufa na dwuma otutu bi ma IGP no makwa so we e di na ba ku no we di kuntu bi ba ku no dia mo ya no dia mo opposition dia mo man kufu bi chance mo ekekeka ya no san kufu so mo na mo ba ya kwa so mo security protection no na kum ha no no de ono no ko kan dia mo da mutu kwa papa adi te man chi do fa America ni ba ya mo man da bi ko tra ya no amma lo ni ni se de o sifati o so ko tu gusu eye otutu ya mpia adi de opposition hu no kura Shasi bi hu kokwe fi won kasa wo fie na wo da ye hu se nipa wodi e no kredie wona ho na ebetuma support se de wo se support no Akwantufuo mo be se ye timi ja mo ye ja won ne be support mo de timi ja mo be support mo de da mo nyina no mo ye ankonamfo mienu mo ye ankonam o mo nyina ni mo nua no mo ye ntafo e no mo ye de mo ye na emre bi ba bedu enche bi o mienu nyina o mo tuba be de ti o mienu nyina ye tetia no mo yo hini bi abakrom agana fo nyina ye su se ohene bi fi Nigeria aba be transfer yo ohene a che se o peso ye no bi akru nyina se ye mpe maintain se ma se da kan wa se government na se da kan wa se ka put this kind of measure restrictions bi ma sa de no obe ta tension bi easy down nam obi ne free sim ayarega one presidential independent presidential candidate and one jatu ho so say ekru ekru young police and police we say that some politicians in the corner ko ji sika free in chain and we go run on campaign and they say no agwa ko musim and we want me bo was as we say nana nina me to me we say the problem na ya be film we e problem ya be film we just some go for we nina o mu buyen because people create two ways of my Ghana me say any penny o mo and no be kind me say obi the cornish pie be free UK be ba oba be krono free afie nyina afie o man penny no present or the cornish pie ba be because the create no ye ni penny bi o kronu woni ni pe bia be ka say o kasa ye nyina ye fa ni die master ni pa no hu say e bunti no ye tis and ye ni sadi because ya said the police is a DH am running in the phone nyina ne etitu phone nyina down because of say you put position. It is time to tell me the my come and you son and you who penny you book penny na your kutu penny na penny kasa yitinye din na you who say penny with your kasa na ye din de ye ntie no and na me kasa so wa me kasa o my Ghana ye wo no ebi ni hono mo it is abrantie no mama sa chance na me di patemo ama ebu afiri system no a eye den na abrantie abroye no woni watem atemu du ko se so se sadi atemu odi wo no ene ne so ko mo mama sa chance na masa na ba ebi di America for no ye on go street man on di atem no so ko se get no so 4 hours no so di atem we dey ya munya branch ni free prison wono na mo for message people bi me to wono ebi nyina hu se free na ekro sa atem die no ebi ni hono atem dia ba ma asorofo di atem so fu bi me no ko mo hanom wotimi osoro dem preach no wotimi dia se Jimmy awa sorry dem kama akura cha so dem a obisa say ono so ko school no oka odimo ka teacher say teacher Jimmy mo we dey say just ye no kasa ye ni atwam papa ekuna say you no matter how they want to develop the economy so must some kind of discipline law for the citizens to be law abiding and God discipline ubit my infrastructure bia ni do so ye biara no papa e be se bogum because Australia ubit my do bia bit my do bia me nua ba ko o police ni e was bra e kuni de e no an se ye kuni ye ba sa o no police ni penny ba ko se abra e kuni de no an se ye ko sa o police ni ba ko catch them say bra mpacho wu na mo no ahwe o hiye because bibi to a e no asa to na what did say mo ye mu so what did say man some police for when we ka no mo ko bebre o mo ni mo se so o mo ni da week so ko no asa timu se sa na kan ye sa de biam beka say ba ni say ene ya so obi so onko ja ba adwuma na wo ko nya accident na wo wu ni ekofa na de ni she koko sak koko boto e ba ni say bibi ni hono mo a eye ensen so say bibi baba to am wo benya ni nyam awo bibi say mo en Kenya ni penya akura no ebi ni ha en Kenya ye ebi ntimi ni hono ane ya so omayan Kenya kopon hira yen pa wo hira en wosan ka hayi to tax en ko yo my Ghana en wosan Ghana ni bia to kwan ko blow obi am so mi dunya kopon en ko we ni ko wosan ka Ghana ni kase to increase because when some leaders, they are dumb and stupid. And they may increase it, say they keep increasing, we keep going applying. They keep increasing, we keep applying. Because if you are an applier, then they be dealing back. Say, best pay, it will come on. And look at Mountain Kumano. Friday, Saturday, many guys be your hotel, a dinkum, and I need dinkum or cassette. As in the pay, and they pay 1,800. And go back. No, young guy, I think it's about at the early 32. It's 32. Girlfriend, no, mom in 10 watch it. And watch it, you know, we bring them. I said, when the answer, the movement of me, but you said, reality, hostile and physical. This guy was just telling me physically on one air, two on all catching me. As my back with Robert Kika, because when you walk around, I won't say, and we didn't see it. So what's the mission? And to Papa, and no one could ye, and no one fighting see ye. When it, but I can't say, woman will proper Zoom line of any cleanness, anchor. I think say before Friday, and be Sunday, I can say, yes, some man penny, but cleaning something monthly in this idea. And I may make us say, anchor, so cleanness in car every 2 weeks, piano, and I say monthly, say 5,000, I also show one more because we pay this. It's like within 2 weeks, Bian came to Omoka, say they motivate within communities. No, young group could think of within communities. Near more and no more equipment with me a year. Within 2 weeks, Bian came to Omoka. You to Omoka, a baby almost street, on the street in Milano, on bedding, almost a free street, not be start cleaning a job. Now, when I think it's Saturday and who say, sir, Zoom line for near 250 cities a month. No meaning. Zoom line a whole month, 250 cities a month. Now, my name say minister, employment minister. My name say, Abia what TBB or TB what if you know. I'm almost increasing from 250 cities a month now to 2,200 cities a month. We're increasing from 250 cities a month. Papa, you tell me you do a 250 cities a month. I deal with the same year. I deal with the same year. Make me when I'm saying 1,200 years. And can come and penny, but from 250 cities to 1,200 years. Why adjustment to be 1,200? Me, I'm 1,200. Papa, me, I'm 1,200. This is capital. Send a book. I didn't Papa, basically, no. Teachers are complaining. Teachers are complaining. Woman, you post on confidence. They are complaining bitterly. And no one for you, almost living conditions. Almost teachers, no crying. They don't post on villages now. I don't know who, but me now. When we now, almost the baby long speeches. And on that church, as I say, now what am I catch here? Look at me. Someone can be said once a month. Once every month in the year, general cleaning is. I'm saying, what? Look at these people. I don't know what they can. Once a month. This is telling me, say, one more keep Piscana or one keep Piscana again, and that 200 that Tomaka suffer. Because the kind of one, why wouldn't they recruit the youth now? Any people are employed to give them work so that these people can work. And then they're going to be paid. You pay them. And then you erase your ex gratia, give people what to do. But now, who's on Mufia, shovel, any rake, any axe, holes. Now I'm quite no, I'm yet reading keke. Just it's going to be just reading, but the gutters are still going to be filled. How the big cleaning gutters? Papa, this happened. You don't flow one, and never I have for more any ahiniana. Because I'm calling you made from Kinky to Kankamisi. No. Hey, road construction, a back where Busabi. Makoji Bosnia. Sa, no obey road construction. See, Kadubo Mujin do 100% better Kumbutu. Where is going to where the employment is it going to come from? Unemployment no about 8 months now. A demand do saying Enna or Motime ABB and as an individual it may be at my friendly part among my way. Yen say bia quarterly ye funny part do say it must see about na ye funny part do say yen tibi da and can you first can be na kibini bisa with the 24 hours at the end and work can once na nke fose beti visa when e bi adwuma no ko bi e kwa na egu Almost one of them free pass to crowd, Jadi don't hear. Papa, the Pablo, almost that they do. When I sit down, I always thank God, see Uncle Pong. Emma, I am in the BD. Tell honestly, I like the thing Uncle Pong, so maybe I am in the BD. And then Queen BD. And the idea that the BM didn't come to the BM because of common answer, because of Suguna Coupons and Uncle Pong. Say the white Yamina can come in the beginning, maybe the Inquadi. Now Coupons to miss and I'm fighting for the best for our future and for the kids' future as well. Yes, me so say papa no be kind because he has sent me a textbooks and crazy na no on ko so by we kura ketwa ba no e kura exercise book ma ko say o ma we come 25 exercise books say na me try na no me ye me de brown paper and na me de cover books na ma me de kan your ba ne be ma ne je boosted exercise book ma ko 30 me catch so even say school fees in the school fees for textbooks no kwano me catch you sika me for the textbooks no kwana adai anu me ni pasa books is so mo ko ni mo books no anka kan no ka wo ko ni mo anka uto textbooks no anka do di wachi no ko ba no ko fa se do ka fa textbooks no ko no de no ko no so fa no ko on so ko na se de nanka ya ko ye no kakra but now no they've done in such a way say textbook no pan quality it do oba no I was to new textbooks man et the textbooks c'est comme tu as man you ko ye fe ne say the books on kwa me am doing business ade when you na ko ko school bi no munye duma nya enya tete when you na mu no ko ko school mu tunye duma o my Ghana this one to ko prapra obi kuma so metima ide o mo to nipa enti we se bottom sem papa we bottom sem when you na ye na ko metima tunye duma o ma we se ni mo a na ko fo you fighting for certain people no mo be yo man na that never catch say wo papa no ma me de o mo bra na ye papa no mo be yo ma no bo bra ni eto ne ka fusa fu a ni adwene ne ku e ye sudi na gode ne hwehwe gu adwene say be ka fu no be say and parents be bring na one the force parents be to who parents be no na because they bia wa bra what is we no bia what me to assess and see that you regard these people when we see them we go close to them we think say we don't want to we need people akokura yeah almost they fought for certain people to become leaders and so within their around in their surrounding we want to make profit any fee you regard these people on how on the hospital on
we are radio and this is Akwantufuo radio.
Thank you papa what he tell me cause me nyanyo na me nyina so the thing is say some go we say no your ma parents be a form I didn't like to say who say you me no mo dwom you ma me o mutumi sika mutumi bobo no etie mai tie ku school ni say one ku school ni to person what dey ku school ni bie no mutumi be ni die say dey that TV la ko betimi nyetu bi ko ye kro na kakra na bro mu kwa ni ma me nu esa obɛhwɛ ɔde ne kapitani ne bibia bɛyɛ o ɔbɛkɔ ma me kufu ne ma bebree egusu titifie ɔmo wo university last 2 years 10 years ago bebree titifie etwi uba ne sɛ no nyae uba no sɛn na ɔmo nya bosome na ɔmo timi kura dia kɔ high dan ɛja so ɔmo ankasa ɔmo da kɔ fa sɛ eba bɛware ebi ni hɔ enti no tintina a wɔso otu kwan tintina baabi nya kura na ɔpɛ so ɔkɔ na ɔkɔ yɛ ne kakra hɔ no and you know say and not from sa so because me to call could be my so say abrabo so on no you know sa the bia bit more too anka wo komu die say you be China team ye say the Singapore team ye say the you say Qatar team ye say the South Korea Arab country team ye will be a way I didn't na on my Ghana ni Africa Ghana I didn't on my Ghana di one way to a bamon be dear swan. Woman, you would do what did force her. I'm only pound because who call Qatar Honor. The material say free health care and you can't free Libya. And ye Libya, your mom baby Tana, your mom who come and your Arab country. Who call China, who share education process Nisifatia. And you're solid to bring you to start you from the ground up. Solid. I'm a quite shaky. The development about China and America, no means for power. They're shaking. Look at the parade that we put up recently. Look at the parade. America, the whole world is shaking because they had a visionary leader. People they put concept in places. When you fault now, say there's someone who call 8 years now, they have faulted now. You'll be punished when you need consideration as will be and your part in the same will be you do have it because the embassy you couldn't be a good year. Ye Papa, ye Sangofu, we need to burn them all alive. I'm telling you honestly, we need to burn all these people alive. We need to burn all of them because what is with me in now today? Papa, you are watching. When you go near 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, we should won't fear. Now 22, 21, 22, 23. Now you will do. Now share the position and I say the standard of one love the work could do not. We say won't feel that shop when I let this woman. You couldn't say why have we? Because you are not coming to start with this your age. You know, how can you catch up this boy? So take it to me, holidays, maybe enjoy life, simple life, a simple day. But you say, freedom, no, open shop, Brabant, now me the even free buy. Me the me who is hardly be no need that phone. No need that phone, I should know me because we say, you leaders no, some I should be enough to be close out with the whole young country. Na arrow. Oh, I didn't know who you are. A mama Akwantufuo be Biaka Kuntu. A mama Ghana for, or mom person putting in abata, Akwantufuo. Bearment me call meant me ye, or bars who come or bar, or the before never. A queen, you know, Accra, daddy, mommy, daddy, since daddy, man cry and cry me. You got back of 4 cities. You got back of 10. Next milk no. You will say, if I say, with Nestle milk, if I say, carnation, a small one, box back. It's about almost 300 and something Ghana cities. It's 200 something to 300 Ghana cities. 24. Papa, and you part to just say, and you my talk.
And meet me at you, Karaji, round up my why? Nah, and then my more flew.
This time I say, Mamma bear politics for half. You're basing yet. Your mom was supposed to be out with him. You're basing your crocodile. We must say, what to meet your boat, $1,800. What more? And look at the hours that you will do. The hours, how big, yeah, I'll be making $1,800. Your tax a bit for the show age, naturally, the well won't stress the body now. And you know what they say, it's not healthy for your body. And then can come on, can only year and get to know you can do coma. Naka only 1,800 a month now come to be here, good sunshine, good food, the family. Your heart is at peace, not thinking too much. Why would you live here so too much pressure on your body? And when you come have to be one animal, and because of bad leaders, and the way you took on your corporate town, you're going to win. You're going to win.
Yo, Karachi, you better ask it. What's it? You better ask it. I was there. Me fa jingle back on fetch my own.
Thank you.
We are radio, and this is Akwantufuo Radio.
Yo.
Thank you.
Yo, Karachi.
Who are the people to say Albert now? Albert Kasa, who people say Albert Obeka say yeah. But Albert is Obeka say someone what that come and me be the reality now.
Yeah. I see.
Tell you, really tell you about the game. It's not open. You ever come for the no work. Yeah. Papa, me no kase me say me what if you be active no before na me can make am.
All right then. Karachi, you better ask it. What's it? You better ask it. Any Karachi awie yenko eja he ntwa me. Yenko eja he ofachum so. Na ofachum enso inflow kakra. Ofachum ewia eja hanu I come to you. Why? Enti ofachum bama so.
I had more kind of adrenaline kesi.
Yenji so no adrenaline kesi. Enti ma bama so a no age so adrenaline kesi.
Adrenaline kesi realistic yeah.
What makes it unrealistic?
na da bia ye hia ha brother kopim fiada na ya tetem me ka ho bi ya tetem me nuan ya no sie wa tetem so wo ka no nyina no kre me so me di bi be ka ho bi no di kan wo no nim na no kram se no as na san na me di video bi be kire wo se we are hospital Akwantufuo 8 years mahama no na ye hospital ani here these are the realistic things I hear e ho nyina fu awowo nyina na bo so akwa bia no 8 years ni nyina nipa so need hospital da bia me ba ha me ka to sa mamuo papa ni nkoso no it hinges on just about 2 or 3 principles: health security at hospitals, job security, educational infrastructure, and transportation, and food. Nipanya, a healthy nation is a wealthy nation. They're healthier. Now, certainly, that's what we do. Say we are hospital, no government hospital, no. Okay.
Yeah.
Metro commentary will say, Papa Smile, do you really believe that either of these two parties, MPP, do they have a real desire to build Ghana for corporate Ghana, for general good? That is the question. And where be Santi, and where be Namibabi, Ubusam say, a Bamas Adrian Kessie. Adrian Kessie, the I don't see anything. Adrian Kessie, because if you had the announcement, you can't swear. Woman tea, into ya not 20, it's a cabaret 3-4, not 2026. Near Santi, near 2027. Yeah, me buy and be Francis Ghana. Yeah, this 68 years, I can't crab near this 69. What have we got to show for a matured country at these 68 years? You're starting with a very iconic leader, Kwame Nkrumah. Yeah, who's hugely respected globally. Or yeah, a diet to no giant industries, which would then secure us food security. About my job security, who goes school, we are a draw, your Makwanko with your import dependency. Your credit, and go reducing an hour year free hall. Nina, what the giant one fan call your pardon with getting in other buying. You're saying, we are still importing everything. Shabab was saying what you know, Mahaman, yeah, Siko fancy, as you, Sikada ye, and SK. And I said, yes, I'm about baby. Because we are getting close to Christmas and people are importing. Yeah, the dollars and the crack. Until I see you know, money. Now, suddenly, Mrs. £100, £50 meal. 16 cities to £1. About 3-4 months ago, like 12 cities to £1. And it's 16. About cost required 17, 18 years. It was a quiet one step near your quiet 6 steps. Now, me can't say. You're doing Kessiano. Yeah, you just show how does it resonate to our leaders? Why are we? Where is the progress? I see the new making. Where are we making progress? It's a lie. We are making no progress. Every God I'm saying, you go to gold board near down. And then scan on ACC 16 cities and 12 cities to a pound 16. So Ubusami say, and T. Namachimuka Krasa. Be before be our Ubusami.
You over. Waka we are fine, right? Na said you waka nino, right? Mami Musa. Mr.
Okay.
Chewajne, maybe we might not be able to handle that topic fully today, but I did say Oshe Ghana your situation a woman said they are a man for can or say cap no a ma a be a who say a half empty and a bin who say a half full. But I hear Ghana the end so crana a big crab cassette a situation a empty situation. Inti Mami Musa said he also abechere challenges are you facing problems among other things. No, oh hey, Ghana situation now is it an empty situation, half full situation, or a half empty situation? Offer boy in Komokakra.
Yo, question no, the pound. Now, me you one no pepper said yeah, walk can send me half full empty. And penny for you, man, so one a year more no, more 10. Sika wo mine mo. Kasa say you full. You know what I say you two got am say a gold. Kasa say this sika a guarantee a job security. Na wunya job ya we security we bet your tax aban benya ya betiti bebre near build good roads ya ye mobusia near build hospitals say we are hospital ya the all the equipment MRI scan CT scan a dialysis machine a bibia let us say o man you healthy we are ya na hwe we ya de we share ya healthy nation you know o man apodin e wosoro o man in yes because that will be a one day and now we are 2-3 days now ya show now you are back to work ya de no entisa no enipa ehwe so no o man artificially created a trimodin sika na wo ho ya de yes na ma papa ni nyina nfasa nipa bi afa adia se wo ma taso ebi na me de betro na nsan na nra se we are hospital Muhammad is here when we in 2016 okoye ayade ananke hia pa health there Akwantufuo Dubai anka the first research wo ye na ye nyina serve ye a supplementary component in kolebo wanye de siwa ma ehwa fumura compound ho nyina ye mura green bisa wo won kusie nyina wo enso ya the plaque about down officially commemorated by President Akwantufuo. Can you any ho me part no way anya dam medical ka say etrimode nem say a dam so kan ho na jimi so kan na sa suban no ebi o ba bi bebrebe emre bi akofo so wo fra akonya so 2008 9 Kumasi airport bo krom ho osisi dan do anwie eno so ya no mfoi ndc foi si Germany si wa na yesi wi ho ye wi den enum wi ni cocaine wo ho krom from so market says will be says no ye to me one step forward near quality 6 empty and I say ye couple I have an empty ye Jimmy and the damn the leaders are that is how I describe the leaders because nyame na me yes ade no enya wo na ye yi ni pe say wo ma ko pre em fa tumi mo wo be ye ni yi wo mo ba wo mo nye o man ho adu no wo ma ye wo mo nko a wo mo yire ni ma akọ school abroche UK ni US atọ die wo ho wo mo nim say ha de say no ntina da no quick digress because wo mo eto aba no ya wo mo ti ase de wo to aba ba ko you are creating a job for someone
over yankifu your discussion in context kakra right edi ana ya na ya kase amanfo who things say a half full instead of half empty edi intra
half empty and a half full
half full yeah oh here edi ntina ya na amanfo advocate say we should be looking at things from the half full perspective instead of the half empty perspective.
Me can't didn't be that. Me no.
Now want half full, ne half empty da.
And me per se, I don't want to be into that comment because to me it doesn't make sense to me. No, I don't believe, and yet my belief structure, no, and then my belief construct. Because me, I don't know, me can say me walk the spirit of excellence. The idea me walk that spirit, you know. And I must have trouble to me, but who be that? And I'm used to be in a generation, Gold Coast, any Independence Ghana, na Kumasi, your friend, Garden City. Me who ni now, a be a me fancy say be a wo, any woman, enti woman, construct is different. Me I pass through the mail. Yeah, ne Kumasi, Abuja him Elizabeth, Kumasi, na SAT, UTC, Kingsway stores. So I've seen the best of the Gold Coast and Ghana. Say generation on the 60 woman who sang him me be that. Could be on the 60 piano with Nima me near Papa Fepalo who be that. So who be that is what is 60 Caribbean was just away about 70, 80 you lived it. Somebody could have been there, but they know about 3-4 years. 2 years. Yes, sir. Obama ko kagetiago down. Yes, sir. Media examine near me call SH store because UTC Kingsway store Kumasi Kotadie. So I lived that generation. Those infrastructure, I lived it. And we got to be over 75, 80 years. 20. Will be our only best 75 years. Will name my papa. Me binti. We can say half full. Have been a binti because be a my memory. No.
And oh time na full na. And is it na there was no room for improvement all time and all.
Oh, improvement there be at the same life. At the end you need ekoye. Na ye full na na ke kwame ko sa be yes. Yes.
And I say
you be beard. You say yes I go say go tasi pa ni go tia pasie. So you have to be over 70 years to have lived in my generation and Ghana and Kumasi. It is Abuchi.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
It's Abuchi. It's a land.
And come over say I would want to sit in when I'm in full strength, and then I'm say na can ye, right?
Very good.
And I just wanted to bring it in briefly for us to have a word on it.
Oh, it was a good Ghana. Those days, you know.
Yeah.
Garden seats. The ice cream bar, walls, ice cream walls.
Yeah. Can you see no? So, I'm say there are several people they look at Ghana say it's an empty situation. Some may look at it say a half empty, and some may even say a half full. Na no kwasime wo mun say answer bia what the member bia to the question that I posed to you of Chumberima no be dependent on the lens through which you choose to see Ghana. Na some look at Ghana and see emptiness. Wo mun hu hwe the corruption, unemployment, poor infrastructure, the struggles of the healthcare. To say they offer out and be brave so and education. To say they are a champion ever catch it. Now, through this lens, no, the glass is not only empty, but broken, right?
Oh, good.
And hope seems very, very distant. So the outie of a chum and or one champion. And you are not being so more. They look at Ghana, the same Ghana now, and they call it half empty. They recognize the progress that have been made through the years. Now, although they acknowledge the progress now, they believe say it is being overshadowed by what is lacking. Over Kasa, what you say? Now, to such individuals, the story is one of frustration. To say, "Oh, I champion," and the sense that the country could be so much more, yet it keeps falling short. Anna, and we are not sure they will see Ghana as half full. Omuhu Omaya. Rich with natural resources. Said you of a chum kind or say, man, you full. Youthful energy. You were a very youthful energy. Your culture and you're wealthy. And you were unbreakable spirit as well. Now, such individuals now who have full no. They see potentials waiting to be nurtured. Almost answer who creativity ready to be harnessed and opportunities hidden inside challenges. Now for them, no, the glass is not finished, but it is filling step by step. Now, which mindset do we need to address the challenges of our nation? As possibly Ochna when I sitting in full strength free. The truth is, we cannot afford to stay with the empty view We can't, because it paralyzes us. Believe you me. If we see Ghana as an empty situation, and I say half empty, it paralyzes us. Neither can we settle with only the half empty view. And no, a breed cynicism. Of an cynicism, you can choose simple.
Cynicism, no, you cannot say. Say cynicism, no. I dream be acquire. I say, ye, who you
okay, all right then.
Because you who say problem no hope, but
okay, all right then.
That's where Ghana is.
Okay. Okay. Cynicism no and description. Okay, all right then. Now, what Ghana needs, should be the half full mindset, the ability to recognize our struggles honestly, but also see the seeds of possibility lying within them. This mindset, and blind optimism. It is practical faith, a belief that the future can be shaped by what we do today. It is the mindset that says, yes, we have problems, but we also have power. It is a mindset it urges us to take responsibility, to innovate, to create, and to lift one another. Nations do not rise because all their problems disappear. They rise because enough people choose to see what can be built in the midst of difficulties. Am I sorry because omo how nyina ayira. But am I sorry because there are enough people who choose to see what can be built in the midst of difficulties that a nation may face. Ghana will move forward not when we deny our weaknesses, but when we combine honest reflection with hopeful imagination. The half-full mindset is what turns challenges into opportunities and opportunities into progress. So the real question is not only say whether Ghana is empty, half empty, or half full. The question itself is, how do we choose to see Ghana? What do we see to do with what we see? It's and say at the end of it all, the nation's progress is not shaped by only its resources, but by the mindset of the people. Taking note of we say na a preamble for common IABD. With the amount into a channel, maybe a free bar. I have a bonko one. Fancy. Now I'll have a beer, no, it's now bar. Our boy and come. Thank you so much. Why? Thank you. Okay. And can mechanic can be one.
Oh, that be and say about
about to hold them now.
You prepare for tomorrow.
Okay. And Pakakra and Sana Makwe why? Kakakra.
Mati. Dear, my real host say last week, Mekwana made the assembly ever two when him enemy and him said, your president, Mahama, Abo, they will say, oh, yeah, there be also some baby, me tete, we say, oh, man, why you feel. Oh, yeah, or launching National Sanitation Day. Yamini say, why you be that? No, would the president, 8 years ago. Now, no, the last Saturday of every calendar month, near prepare, you really as I could translate as I feel, let us know who's in Yansabiao and your palm or cotton field. I mean, say, I could tell you what you're saying, dear. Yansan, I be able to come to obey, dear, obeyed. So I may we, the way that I was as I view. Now no, many better two Janu Sam so exam so yen train new details no answer. Details no memory day or Becky can carry. Wama boys, you know, 300 wheelbarrows, 300 brooms, and there's no policy. On my you fee go everywhere. Now about 300. I'm not sure I know to London and France, the American. Yet 300 wheelbarrows in the prepra, the city of New York and the city of London. And you sustain, well organized, a year Juma, a year policy. Yes, I say, near Piani Pakana, attractive. And you were a very large, youthful population. Ghana population, you know, do 58-60% a youth. 1 year Juma. Make them happy. Now, a Juma year, and you're attractive. Man, to some Mahama say, Wakra, and now I talk overall for near their Saubia and a Kambu. Yamobia bear 3 pairs, Yamobia overall bear 3 pairs, and a gloves, and a mask out of the cattle, and a disinfectant. Now, here, every Friday, not just 1 year scout because here, one more say, because we try to come to me, Massa, will be all bad, there, it's a combat or Bobosia, Bushiman, so that Cassad, because of Mohammed, because they will get paid every Friday. The piano was scanning and Yati, no, but this has him. Do a back can say the Royal Canino, which is a failure. Also, wait here, while removing the second, no, I am the last Saturday of every month. It's also obey the first Saturday of every month. That's the only change. Yakabia, Jansabi. Wait, the piano bus, wait at the teacher of mine. We need 24-hour economy. Where are we making progress with this? Or money will continue a better fee. Nothing. And I make us a penny for a dear both MPP near this. I hear a 3 more thing. Now we are in Bahama, we call Japan. Japan, if you are Tokyo, any Hiroshima, if you are Singapore. And then any of that. What think I have played Emirates or Tia was in Dubai. And what's a fair? Took Massa, Debbie, for the leaders organ over some day. What sister ministers, Bebe, Akwantufuo, Mahama Idris, independent delegates, one more best about 30 or 40. But Blomco, if you your home, one month that hotel, tell you, Primo, the Abbusti Sikapa. The Obey answer over 300 wheelbarrows. Wait, and the proper second home quine fee. Who call Amsterdam, him sure none of them, and it's a London, River Thames, and them Cronum for fair, ships in none of them. Here, other river, I was settled. To see, I look at over Bikutua, Sabi old Jan and Egum. A mubon, Mahama see, I'm not a boy's person, basketball, and 300 wheelbarrows. Anyway, Massa. Oh, 80, yeah. You're not better make I don't know. And Guiasiapa, 68-year-old country. You took gold, you was way too. You talk cocoa. Crazy cow, Sikani, your packing, your good warm bags, a wabutre, woman you didn't near Manum, Equacudi, and a Yenny Acadie, yet some of you. Woman Yamoko Hospital, wabutre, said the Miquidi. Then Ofuriata, one of way Sikaso for 7.5 years, finance minister, or Yari, or Bio Clinic, or United States. When you see hospital, Papa Baku, Sink, I'm a one, any mini, Akwantufuo, Yenny Akobi. But these are the leaders who actually say BBNC, not BBNC. Now, some common now say a battle. And cry a BBC, and my mother feel to work and see him and son because development for Emma and yet man on a drop of free. A nipaka claim in a one drink. Now you're changing BB that they are. Details now, maybe who are Mahama, the sanitation area. I had the same as someone no, 2014, National Sanitation Day, a wheelbarrow 300 and brooms 300 and around so I'm more overall crowd and I say boots and the gloves and the best and the mask and a disinfectant no anti and be that and the anti so big your boys in the car every Friday because they need money no money at Sika you moja Friday bia your men Sika you know near no na kasa jinja this abusumi. And your Baba was yes, I will Baba tools and which I will first pay and one which I because a can't did you. And see, there's not much thought put into this thinking, the quality of thinking, you know, poor. There be leadership in Ghana. There be very funny more there.
And see, offer said ya what can you know. Announcement now the bread, you know, I'm for BB Sunkubi and to Janessa.
Well, boys, you know, first, as I saw, because you were personal, you were resource, human resource, and Kola young boys, you know, woman, they are 58% of Ghana's population. They are all sitting there, and woman, we in our petition. Woman, here attractive one. Woman, the promise over to Omuka every Friday, every 5 days, be our Monday to Friday, not woman is scandal go to a attraction. Woman overall, 3 or 4 pairs. Woman boots. Because if you do one warrior, bear you 2 pairs, no man gloves, and to bear 4 pairs, no man mask or the cat, no, and they are disinfectant, and you beg prepper go to moon. Come on, not Friday, be what can I say? Your man pay. Because after all, himself soldier for when will be crazy. You see, on the 12 2 is 2 fortnightly, every 2 is be not your piano car. It's one money. A public service need to 1 month, 28 days. But teacher for them, aware. No one can one way prepare go to ministry to exactly every Friday be our just guy payday. Sika a moja, Uska, we yaracrana, not Yarian headache neko. Mahama, one casa say, mean how boys, a boys about to us, we. And now could judge, yes, and no more, they'll continue to smoke their weed. That's all. That's how I see it.
Now, offer, wait, 1 second, just refresh our minds a little bit. In that his announcement, you know, what were some of his highlights? Because making kind of
highlights this I present a wheelbarrow.
And the who you na in Patrick
me it's a highlight. I made my expectations say and Kawama a joining in a project and yet one bring some attraction into it. Sika wise because Sika you moja. Now my boys let me at your home we no so and that what provide the overall one mommy provision for say Atalia a fear juma. Na kwabe sina woman overall woman wheelbarrow Atalia be no share kwa corporate pragocho and one can one say. And to be more the attraction in the boys in the crowd, or 1 or 2 days, but no, I could tell we would be mobile for no, I could tell second, no, that we are what yet. So, me one. I can see a trust in here, Jim. Say, young say, no, I come and I the attraction of them, no boys, then you have one. In idea as a policy, they talk through each other. Come here to change society. Well, my boys in the room, we do one come jai room because woman a do a sustainable job. Now, yes, sustainable. You'll be to your why the best at the next 3, 4, 5, 6 years. We'll be to your yard, come pension, any 60 years. I did not see that. Nothing can do. Young girls will be to be called ya. It was secretary will be to your yard, will be 60 years. If you are every Friday, bia or be prepress to borrow baby or tibia, scan a attraction every Friday when yes, obey the bia, come say, will be 60 years. Now, I am sustainable. A person will know who the year in the math is sad. But I president or money in our soon. One cancer. It means who says answer ever. The same because I said no, and I dirty politics. And we are keep on going around on musical chairs. 68 years, I can't claim nearly 69 years. We have brought Biala, sir, a sustainable job in Britain. There, we know we UK. Your friend of Barrows, district to be a friend of Barrow. Would you not London, Nimity, and for would you bus stop crowd? I say truck will be about near changing dustbins. I am dustbins every 100, 200 years. Where there's a dustbin. Now bus stop. Now we say you have the broom, perfect coming a machine, a hydraulic machine. Then them sitting, near prepare sitting or near Sadia truck and I am money. They are throw London Borough of Enfield. Say what? London Borough of Croydon. Near truck by local government. Juma. Dear Mahama Kaya say what tasky all the MMCs, assemblies, in say Omoma Kwama will be a building a waterways. Say I'm a fixer, you should be the and go for dances here. You should the essence you will freeway. Ya block work in your answer, Mahama see. What Nano can be our carry. Where is the enforcement?
And you be unnecessary all kind of sano wa KPI be and took Sassam no can one, yes, sir.
There be no answer why your speech, I'll see. I'll make sure I'll tax the MMCs. How? Who's a Ghana generally a problem? The enforcement. All the laws on paper there. You lost the one which you type of paper. So, and no, where is the enforcement?
Okay.
Enforcement way. And you have been born here with a team. Will be looking at what's actually a minister. Or no answer was I could see die. Waterway, no, they are rent, or the 2 years rent. Woman, they make the law and they are the first people to break the same law. You wicked people, okay. Wicked.
Okay. All right then.
Offer. We have to know about resign. Last week, Deputy Prime Minister, who said, "I resign."
I resign.
We need ministers say what Abel will be able to resign. Most of them should resign.
Okay.
Akwantufuo should have resigned as president. Muhammad should resign as minister. Also, Broni Fita, honesty. Why am I so? I got top flat. Tax is so clear when 20 years above on team straight away. I resign. The deputy prime minister, the Sika baby, as Gracia baby, I resign.
Okay.
So good governance.
You offer. Yeah. More homiswa. Now I know, sir, when it comes to cleanliness, you are very particular about that. You were expecting something exceptional from your man Penny. Wheelbarrow no so mom say.
300 wheelbarrows.
Okay.
Overall, boots and gloves and
mask. I even read about the say pieces now. So how many pieces of gloves?
Just let me check it. I'll check it.
Now, one more music can count.
Oh, David.
And I'm man fan too. Oh, be a no man fan.
Guess what? The teacher said, pay. Me not me. Can me? I can say, you every Friday. Lunchtime will be our envelope. Not you see about it. Be I say 500 cities and now 1,000 near the amount. Now attractive. Okay.
More the pa. Of him say in our part of the world, no. We don't see cleanliness as a big business. Some time ago, has say United Kingdom, sir, cars tracks your money for in fee. No, much says a broken one or more fast or 4 more years age, man. Because not penny papa. Oh yes, sika na abrof says oh yeah ho pa nanka edin but she say say ho no etimi awre mu fine
because
omsi do ewo mu pa last week Friday I think say me name cemetery Ejahe no I can say France no said you almost see I don't know when it comes to keeping the city cleaner they spend a lot of money over there. Well,
converting into energy.
Yeah, it's another thing that we need to look into as well.
Energy. But I dream what Ghana, I dream for the political space. I dream what dream you greed for money.
Okay.
Money.
You offer. Memoir home so kakra. Ebe to us nyam yad much na. Why? Ne manu ya no maka enka bi before I round up. Nti eja henu yenkwe. Pama so.
I guess you.
Eja henu boko de.
Boko say you see Akwantufuo the new week ni and you are starting.
Pepe.
Na Nibo Sabagan no noisia me na baby o ye noisi kakra.
It's mean call the next person yeah my boss one.
Okay.
Open is so who feel is a honey too noisia. And then you come in bombardier so bombardier we are my boss. Bombardie. Yankwe. Bamaso.
Na bome.
Ah, pum ye. I won't swear.
I say me nkwana nketenkete ni babies no we hwɛ mo mo national service.
Hey.
This is ya no.
Hey. Now, Bombardie, Oko can't say him that me share headline be over, I think it's over the weekend now, say Friday. Now, and Crana almost city for BC and what was it? Now BC and I was it. And then
BC.
Yes, invigilators need to meet 50 Ghana. No, Mamma Kwame and Clan Wapo.
$65. 65 cities. 65 cities.
65. Now, Mamma Kwan said Clan Wapo.
Yeah, for that, Ghana Education Service. No, Dr. Jingo Wekano. Akwantufuo na nkasa dane
hey na
and that's a big catcher say because say I don't know why he can be catcher why say or say on Jimmy say God me say me na know say the only master for BA 78 as a moonlight also on the party as in the 18 a year was a move and no say Ghana be also on the interview because Ghana be saa time can a good course say I'm because a good course be and ye can say won't make us a good course ni it like you try to be positive say Ghana be and a good course be and the idea won no and on so aka saa asem ya number passes also better ye number passes will cost 70 years it say me ka say Ghana ye but one you say ye so that say I did be here a adwene no so that say Ghana Education Service more implementing the educational policy of government no more officials no more kasa the questions name ma enkwada no and more share here say enkwada no enchiti and invigilators na omo no ne enkwada ti exam forms so no omo so amamo kasa scientific calculators and omo ye yi na ma omo and omo and so sa chat GPT na no answer questions na ma no omo use so that's it. Answer na school na kasa as a policy no omutwe sika. Said your mayor nke yebeba na yesi oh ebi achimota ye BC achimota primary school ye BC omu na top it is omoto. Anything no we say are we giving them education or they are just schooling? Because women that my future leaders know ye training women say ye cheaty. If anyone say human resource na nka so pro from the basic level no answer na obeko secondary school. No acquire double secondary pro no quotation dia na or dia call 10 test kono enyo one if you test kono thing ona politicians in if you oba okuja to mo ne okuja end is for the 18 and the MPP dey test kono ye work any say yama yaso anko didie na obehu say politics dey omo na femu na oma be MPP de bono in the papa foundation enye de bia make MPP focus say trainer adwene ntimi nye ye ma enye ye because adwene dey training the mind cannot be right if the head is wrong. Anti fundamental nankas I say our mind foundation grant I say say parties can share any mommy I share the bar say corner come mommy a year one and granny be ties no especially a man who's on the ties in the son or much as papa which formula pay you go and those were better here. We know about that you obey hook up. Na or ne obema koda de sike nyina no watcho foreign exchange rate ni egu na taso so $1 obema em kode ofin Finland and euro ma me share rate no go de taso so that's here and no me cause Ghana no me nyin say Ghana ni future even though say be Ghana ain't say but me share the human because the human resource is the most important resource and yeah dying in one say nipa na mo be manage physical material and in goods no say enya bibie no be yi so into be say chat GPT 9 for any year the papa no you see every tool no it can be a good servant or bad master chat GPT no ya nya say bia ye fanye ye the solve bia no mebu ha adwene na nipa na the criticize AI no but no mebu ha adwene no betuma ye be che so it ya completely 10 say bia o calculator no o nimnyansa sin wo na wo ye calculator no
By be a because say 1,000 times it be a 1 million, it be a we calculation, but a betcha, but we your boy, you are doing that's 1,000 and you from rent 10 because Ubo 1,000 times 1,000, maybe 1 million, it be a 10 million, no, I intend. But then credit so much margin. Ye baby beer, ye create TikTok generation. So I say, oh, on pepper, be beer, no papa, or muko school to say, ye better say wouldn't private fee because there's no education. The difference between education and schooling. Schooling, they say no, the bag of bochi, yet you never could. Education say, why do you not yet empty or so feeling with something good? Now, Uber will be producing or buy on pay computer or pay correction fluid. Papa name no kase share wusem. Abra wusem is Ghana. Audit uncovers over 1,000 babies on National Service Authority payroll. Then babies. They be a ghost name, a ghost name be a ranting baba one a penny for say or my sin a fujini and a ghost name and aquadake. Corruption at the National Service Authority has taken a staggering turn with an audit revealing that more than 1,000 babies, some less than a year old, were listed on this payroll, draining resources meant for actual service personnel. More than 1,000 babies, you're creating. Akwada yenya wono only lactogen ye mani cholesterol only chozafi enso so o payroll so a obiji na abosumi ya woje enye 1,000 more than 1,000 ene no manyeska ebe na teacher for omubuso me akitwa enko 8 months arrears na we for so obian so ko ma because abana nka say cartel what criteria you know CKE or the back of treasury bills for 90 days, 3 months. Or be a bank, or the office can run one farm no amount 2 months, not 5 months, once at the quarter treasury bills. And yes, it be a second ho. Now, to me, creating in the system, more than 1,000 babies are a big Ukrainian a year old, a big corner or Jiperu, 6 months old baby, 6 months old over him. Over him, no, my Ukrainian payroll soon and I cry only 6 months old. So that's it. Anything to say no, you call your audit no idea woman. Now be idea was say the NIB the audit also exposed that about 3,000 individuals over the age of 80 were receiving monthly allowances, even though the official exit years is 40. Who the 40 years won't mean national service? And nothing no share school na year now. You by age by 18 with university 4 years then with 22. What be do you be na enkosi 30 years na wo ye wadwuma enti ye won kokra for mo di 80 years yes wo mo ye national service everyday enti enkwada 1,000 more than 1,000 babies e wo national service payroll so en ya creating kokra for mo di more than 80 years e mo so agi monthly allowances so that's it the papa
on that bombard just a quick one no. I know say it will be similar in your country. Says Sikano, it will certainly be paid into a certain bank account. Mewa. Ana Sikana or say Uncle almost our payroll so you moka it goes into a certain bank account. Ana
I say
who owns those accounts?
It sending say cartel no. The ono ebe pin red alert no or cartel no. So that's it. Enti kaya dey na papa nka me na me wi na nka wo na wo ye good person na wo ye na ka about alert na eja wo ba alert.
We say that ya pass our stage honom no say no. I was here ye trail no ho. Abi be ka say audit trail o. Na yehu baabi asika no ekopie ye nipa kro na asika no kogu wo account mu na ye no mu deal that's all enti nipa 1,000 na omo hu ye no omo so omo hu keke na omo kan sa keke kire ana se omo aye trace na ama omo hu account no de ye ne dia
or say the transition team says this no one of the transition team has been put in place and the framework for the new system has been set up. The scandal has triggered administrative shakeups at the authority, including the reassignment of former acting director gave it to the Ministry of Finance. With reforms underway, the National Service is now working to ensure future pay rules and posting are accurate, transparent, and free from discrepancies. And it said, "Okay, the Abano, or my shakes ups."
To what answer? Going forward, Matthias, name no. The man tray and say, "San nipa 1,000 for how longer or more? Was war? How many months are or metria san crofo account to kure kumu ana and crofo or more a whole those account and the moment man ka
There be any
Mrs. Yeah, okay.
The better me who say, said you can a pepe say, and yes, a beer, Yako who come in 90,000, ain't in one on uncle. So that's it. Aha. You remember now the prison, no was refunded back to the, you discover to consolidated funds. And to the ABA police assembly, a year news report on my family, but the Omakan said transition team has been put in place. And the scandal has triggered administrative shakes up. I want to believe say administrative shakes and the next say ye inko pobi and now say be a teaching coupon, but Oman stating say ABC say a police for becho man so on chiwomo. But all the same, I will say to me who what has happened say CID for bim aman coupon ye the court ako do masem. Papa and now we are what is the tema metropolitan authority for Kai. Say the former TMA chief executive or ton or massa say Emma 2,500 cities. And already Attorney General on the Omudinasem. So that's it. Omudin on the Omacheno. Papa, 18 important obusas are question. For how long that take place? Did it take place 10 years ago, 20 years ago, and Sana at the NAU? People at the end say the Ministry of Youth Development and Employment, acting on the orders of President Mahama, abruptly suspended the National Service Authority Central Management System on June 8 over integrity issues. If the system, National Service Officer will say, if the system were foolproof, we wouldn't have had children under 1 year without a Ghana card be on our payroll. We had almost 1,000 cases under 1 year in our payroll, on our system. It a child say, system na yes Central Management System was saying, detect na obia confection no. Obia com manipulating as a reconfigure. And to obisa say, ye reconfigure no. Na eko accountant general hona na ye de year ba say person be ba say akwai so on be hu. Na we ye me trade ye me approval there. Only Ghana card. Adienzo also here Ghana card. And also the 18 to about 39 years. Na didn't will be under 1 year. Na wa be minimum me say a national service muncha neka. Entino said your cano. Of course, I'll say I to create a thing a free a Kumasi ko Wagadugu near Chichi Munina. Accountant General no was here no and say you can also not the whole previous was here channel. Said your cano, your co bank or bank I tell us almost so much quite episode almost no. When the papa when I hear you for you moon, you for a organized crime. And the financial security no in say or more a say Juman na and the Adani can say opposition can say vindictiveness. It any national security be a Ghana honor. So that's it. Because we call it commodity with the schedule with your practicals. When they say easy, American because a easy crowd. Remember a 60-year for Kwana investigation. There's every day no. And crowd 1,000. You try free the bay when you're upon it now. Maybe a 2,000, any enco 2,000. One and a head of we, one a call we will, bank talents, one and a bank accounts on a bank bay, a Ghana, a commercial bank and a bank bay near Yenina. Will be what your chinipa bay say 2,000.
Okay, all right then.
Community, that's a schools, your mom was a bottle, or commode. Yeah, you say in sanitation, near your mom and the cameras, so no more dobia, come at you and a bunch of control ready. The papa assembled that one, no.
Okay.
Into Enquada, HT or BC, will do SSC to a better or SSC or Cochiti or Adawoma, since the Sadane, a Juma, and Vigilators Bebo. Ghana Education Service wants to be one school and so better questions. We are not tertiary and they no control. No control. These are at the end of the University of Ghana every produce about 40,000 graduates. KNUS be produce about 35,000. UCS be produce about 25,000. Now UDS produce 15,000 a year and 100,000 corrupt cons and a year graduate to na obian so aye o money me that's it.
Thank you very much, Prince the Bombardier, Anna Moten and Kana. Eja Henu, and over to you. Yanko. Hey, Mze Eja Henu, Unyam free. And a quite noisy environment. And I am always on from Ray. Nafi, Yahuni say will be a kabi before final words moment. 2 minutes for the final words. And to on for Bamasu.
I drink a CEO, Papa Smiley.
Na wako dia obuso. Nyamiadum. Obuso for ho ye.
Me so obia ho ye. Na nanu mada Roma. Eso ko amene nanu bro itu busom. Ai, o mada Roma. Body bi eni ha.
Beautiful.
Yes, someone na anche. Mse na watwi mi sapena. Eyi nani. Tisia.
Oh.
Isumu na asha seba. I afi o na anche da anche sa.
I see.
Yes, I call you that dim.
Musa ko that
dim. Yedim. And the ania one.
The TBI ye pem soko.
Sa. Also, Nanano Mada Roma.
Oh,
I was on for no more here.
Bibia Danako Mupa Ati, Bibia Danako.
You, Edanano was. Me tea, me Mr. Mibambe to Bogyae.
Not Mr. O, to was you. Da ho position e wa fafantom na de
I'm a global communicator.
Da ho
say okay, make us say me obsolete and I say inactive. And I am in Kwampo, make us okay, I'm say it me anum bi o mo fie no. And also a year communication and also mukasama movement, But I'm say prior to the elections, nena it me mobilize your home. Na you call action. But about what nature say you ensure that any active communication be an say agenda be I can say ye active. But they are make us say na china say papa ka say mon sorry. Na mbonto a mesori bi enti meka se me da so
order but I'm say we need anything particular, we need direction fufuru bia nesa
o dem ye ni agenda on say en America no say direction say yeah me di many chira manyoku via na say me ko akọ ebibia na sana opa chire papa
agenda na munni global communication muso fa so na mo won nyina during election. Yes sir.
I say ye be sell the great transformational plan and your candidate your papa Alan yet me a project no na yama the Ghanaian electorate who ni pa kwa o ye
na ade amoton so say mujai for the last part or only during the election. I don't know say na mbet me aton as again say if you were selling all around that. Do say na no so kan mbet me aton.
Oh say on say na make no e ni ma mienu na ye ton. Eye ne hyehyɛ ne great transformational plan no na the candidate no. The presidential character no. Enti eye the great transformational plan say ye cry the credit can buy a crown sana another parties no and as other political parties in the crowd or manifestos ever enti ye sell it out in advance and so na yetimi in the form of soft copy na just say information technology wise yetimi I extend your message through ICT information and communication technology. And then the model I apply into Samra make the GTP no call even Google CC now bought GTP and I say ultra great transformational planner obenya the PDF form now wa download it na say one download the na say what tap so be am na wa kenkai into the message is all available baby accessible.
You say as my can me na now no what to offense so kokotino right no no nya fe no ko hwe PDF So the name person me say, oh yeah, global communicator. So what are you communicating globally? Now that you may not be selling the candidate, but it's still an opportunity to sell the transformational plan. Just how I'm friend me boy.
The great
The
transformational
great
plan.
GTP, into my GTP now,
Aye.
right? So if you were still selling the plan now, let's say enkodru election time no, na maka so ya ton plan na nemum sese no nipa ode obe won fodu plan no ono na afi yes abeton na to aso a na chese yehu say yes mo bo adwuma asa ozi muni agenda bia na mza asa
Yeah, Papa,
me rekora ho
adwempa,
sese no
adwempa, sɛnea waka no, im sɛ mpanimfoɔ no so bɛte ebi akora na ɔmo tie. Nti, oh, Papa, sɛ adwenkyerɛ o, ɔmo sɛ sɛnea wɔka no, mema ndwen ne saa, mefi sɛ anka yɛtwɛn aka bɛsɛ 6 months bi anaasɛ 4 months bi na afei yɛ activate yɛ communication ne yɛ agenda no, but sɛnea wɔka no, ne kwan so no, Papa. Nti ɛwɔ sɛ yɛhyɛ aseɛ na
kakyɛ monarch sɛ saa asantefoɔ ne sɛ bonofoɔ ne ada trust manso no a wɔtwe no ayɛ sɛ wɔmfa nyɛ adwuma papa saa ate aseɛ wɔmfa transformational plan no ɛnkɔ adwuma ɛnyɛ adwuma ate aseɛ
wonya abena so ɛtie abena hoɔfɛ megye sɛ ɔno so tie nti papa yɛbɛfa no asopam na yɛtu ho anammɔ.
Alright. Ɔbosomfo to aso na ka wansɛm na aka yɛ meet bɛ sɛ aduonu na yɛ point no ofa bɛ 5 minutes. Ai.
Etiefoɔ yo papa meda ase bebree na ɛna na medical kasa me bɛto board chairman sɛ na ɔfire ma na adeɛ baako na unse wanyam wa me ɛne ne sɛ unse ɔka sɛ ne Christosom sɛ ne yakɔfa kwesi broni ama mmerɛ anaasɛ ne yɛ bia ba bɛto yɛ tiri so a I say a dissociate yɛn from yɛ abɔdeɛ yɛntimi kora nyam mammerɛ yɛnyammerɛ ɛndwen sɛ me kora no sɛ ne yɛde bɔɔ me anaasɛ mebɛtɔɔ mu anaa mekɔfa bɛtɔɔ me ho so yɛni saa space no to think but na ɔkreti saa awareness ne nti medana sɛ na anka sɛ wotumi bɔ maba so sɛ yɛwɔ aberanteɛ bi hɔ a yɛne ne na ɛyɛ dwumadie a yɛfrɛ no ɔbosomfoɔ na anka wɔtumi abɔ maba so kakra sɛ matumi de saa yɛ amammerɛ din no title no ato me ho so papa meka me nkwa ne ɔbosomfoɔ global ɔbosomfoɔ nti sɛ yɛka afa yɛ amammerɛ ho a wɔ sɛ bɔkyɛ matumi acknowledge me na ɔbɔ maba so ɛyɛ part of the awareness no nti wakasa paa gye sɛ you realize sɛ bibia ɛsɛ ɔsɔfoɔ and it's anyway nti yɛsrɛ yɛnuanom sɛ asom mmienu a ɛdi akotene wɔ yɛ maa mu no ɔmo de brɛ yɛn ɛna yɛn a yɛawo yɛ atom anaasɛ yɛkura mu no yɛwo yɛtu mu wo a wo so yɛ kristoni sɛ nka wo papa mmerɛ bi ɔkɔdwan kramu a nkandɛ wo so yɛ kramu wo a wo so yɛ kramoni sɛ nka wo papa bi a na wo nana bi wode kora mfa yɛnyɛ ne sɛ wo papa koraa sɛ nka wo papa so at some point na sɛ ɔkɔyɛ victim of situation na sɛ ɔkɔ kristo so mu a wo so wobɛyɛ kristoni enti sɛ wopɛ sɛ wo reset wo ho to the default na wobɛhu sɛ asom mmienu no they don't belong to your domain, your spiritual domain no they don't come close enti me de no besia papa bomba dia somate ne nka me dana se no wa hene papa mate sɛ yɛsen kora bi cultural exams ɛna ɔmo yɛ den wɔfa twum so mate ne nka meti wɔfa twum so nka ɛna we yes some exam more practices and yes papa. I didn't hear bon crown so bo because say ye theory, cultural theory, and almost practicals at the same time. Indeed, idea ye trying yes society no muno, and one almost were practicing for exams. Unse bombardia can osaka to also say yes in babies at the National Service Register. So. Papa, and Crovua or year behind, and I say the managers of the system, no. We a degree holders, so. Omu grandmaster, so. Omu nye sabi yenya no more money than quanchen ton dog chains you. Inti, Omu say near students in SS4 and I say GSS4 no. It's part of the practicals. Send you almost so bad managers of systems are or metimi aye den aye sa abosa krono no. Enti educational architecture no and I create sa practice na sa subano. Enti I think say Ghana Education Service omo normalizing no. In fact, omo fanka adisua no ho. Enti instead says invigilator na says supervisor ebe tian wana se obeka say ya chill for stealing in exams so no. Omo rather omo mark you. Ya mark you ni yenhwe say student no. Kwan papa benz no fire utimi edi wia. Odi wia send ye ka no. Odi chiti wo exams ni. Instead say mube rebuke one no. Mo appraise one because we students maybe a style of faso or the cheating na to say we student way e dey to National Service Secretariat obetimi aboa ama or the ghost names name kola na aba enti in fact e betimi identify almost skill sets in corruption at that point enti say bia e bi mkra kwa ejuma wo iyoko ana e di mbeko BNI na say di mbeko CID. Then from that spot, no, what me discover one. Because if you are teachers in the crown and as vigilators, no, so because they know say that is the society we live in. You need to play smart in order to succeed. And he say if you not say never boy, then we should legalize it and use it as any special course in addition. So the examination hall no na mo hwe the we are students no etimi ye na mo dey mark wo nti or pass or failing a theory no kra na you can pass him in stealing na mo hwe the state institution na ye bokro no wo ho no then you just allocate them there no makwa because em say near o man ye pese ye no odwen ho a wonti ase. We have politicians nipa you respect say they have integrity to define policies and measures ebe prevent corruption. And I say we check people and hold people to think. Unfortunately, the same very persons are atosa jumedi na no. They are rather aiding corruption and contributing to it. We have security services, law enforcers. What is the state of law enforcement in Ghana? It's not good. And we hope say how do we react? The punishment, the punitive action ye taking any day. National Service Secretariat give to worry last Namide Beto Obama no so. Chrono and under we had a president why he can be say Uncle Akwantufuo by now should not be enjoying his incentives as an ex-president because he abused his executive powers. He criminally used his executive powers by John Mahama because John Mahama can say he governed the nation criminally. Okay, so if a president criminally manages or governs a nation now, why do you let such person go and enjoy his benefit as an ex-president. And then you leave that person, and then you are chasing his minister, his appointee, who did not put himself there as a finance minister. Because Ken Ofori-Atta declared in fugitive, he did not appoint himself. He's linked to the executive. He got he inherited that power to operate as a finance minister from the president. So if there's going to be some investigation and answer to hold someone accountable, it should be an inheritable action from the president. And say, me as on mine, don't even know, say, the constitution, no, it has been designed to protect some people. So there's a need for us to review or we do something. Now, nobody is talking about the critical things that will help shape the society and keep people reason to reason as human beings when they are put in positions now. Papa, and the NDC ministers, if they want to follow the footsteps of Ofori-Atta and the rest, who is going to hold them accountable? And there we have people who are protecting Ofori-Atta, who are fighting the special prosecutor in his action to get Ofori-Atta to justice. People are against it. So if the current ministers also want to abuse their office and steal from the state now, who is going to hold them accountable tomorrow? It's sad to say, oh my Ghana, we have not really seen, say, we are serious to fight and punish people who do wrong in our society. I don't know why it can be about the disappointment and all that. But I would want to believe, say, Papa, the president, in his quest to reset the nation, will not let critical things go under the carpet. And these are the critical things. People who are not sensitive to the plight of the people who abuse their office, people who want to use their political office to rob and steal from the poor. These are people who need to be brought to book. Okay. I don't want to believe that the president has gone to sleep or he hasn't identified the critical things that need to be punished in our society. And we share saying it means people are waiting for accountability. They want people to be held accountable. And it was clear, Papa, and I say it is clear, say, under the Akwantufuo administration, there were too much corruption, there was too much stealing, the scandals were too much. And I want to see, say, it's going to be step by step. And one of the arm of the government that is in charge of bringing justice, namely the judiciary, and we also live to experience the state of the judiciary under the former CJ, Arabato Kono. So I think the petition that was sent to the government, the president, to trigger her removal, has successfully been executed. It has led to her removal. So I think it's also in line with the fight against the corruption, because we could have seen that even if the erstwhile ministers are taken to court now, they might be set free because the CJA, the former CJA, was equally corrupt as the same people who were going to be sent to her. And she exiting that position means that the current acting CJ, and I say Obabe, the main or the substantive CJ now, with his credibility, with his sense of judgment and integrity, he would contribute to holding people accountable without fear of favor. Papa made a chat on.
Hey, you're snappy. Why? You're snappy.
Yeah. Yeah, Papa for chum. Say now or can be about the bus stop boys. Say President Mahama, Maomo Hill Barros. I don't, from the comments, and I don't think say he appreciates that gesture coming from the president. Because we share saying now okay kana Maubisani say, does he see the cup half full or half empty? bus stop boys no, I don't think say omo creates a group no under John Mahama and as under this current administration. I think they were created under Kufuado. Now, I haven't read any news, Papa. Maybe minim say ubinimwa on kanchra me say what was the kind of support Kufuado then offered to these boys. Emra no mushe umdumedias no. Oma on prayer, oma warranting boots, and I say nose mask and whatever. What kind of support? And onya free the Kufuado government. Now say abain it one among wheelbarrows now. For me, I think say it's laudable thing why, and I believe say in Siwa a year wheelbarrow no say I do almost say no mudi go and your musa no modisa ebia krano. I've not really followed their nemo moyeno. Matio mun kamba men share or more videos be na shorts dia, but wheelbarrow ye kadia ye de eboa sanitation ho. It is a omo musani mana or say it me appreciating ye bona bason ye danase. And I believe to say obey and shisha ya on beti me I really want na say abain so beti me allocate bibia mom because your mind human or more. If there is any state resource beer, then they also deserve some kind of allocation beer. A bit me are motivated woman now born. So aside from a no cry, even cry say your more better ministry beer say now they can even have engagement with the ministers and other stakeholders. No cry is motivation enough and motivating enough. Say a bit me abo na almost for ayejuma abo my God. It's Papa.
You
basically, but so far so good. This current government, and I think that he has defined a clear economic path.
I want to ask
Mr. No back and forth. I was on that. I don't know. Yeah, we didn't cut to us.
Perfect. Because it will be too early to say conclude that. But
so far so good. So far so good.
Yeah, so far. Yeah. Appreciate it. Yeah, man, emre oba yinche.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you pa. I come meet be say edu pepe na me sorry so. But Adam afenu aba or confusafo nso ono so aba on ka bi ne. I think I'll just give them 5 minutes each. And then I'll just round up. I'll leave the rest of the conversation in the background for you. Mesha se wo okonfo so on ne ba no okonfo safo otimi kan bama so obeka bi dia okonfo okay okonfo ni ho dia ene Edem for 5 minutes no bama so okonfo aba okonfo aba Edem twa me okonfo aba okonfo okasa yentio and perhaps you may have to drop and then come back. Just leave and then you can come back. Let's see if it will get it fixed. So you can now mute yourself and then let's go. Unmute why? Unfortunate. Yantonka. I don't know. Try exit. Close the. I can't want to grab you. Close you up no outright. Ne be up no be. Ne he say ebe sort matters. Why? Close the whole app. I don't know the phone that you are using. Say iOS I don't have fast here na yi app na p as an individual entity no I will close. Say I Android and so the ane miensa no okonfo na yentinenka Adam let's go why yanko Yanko. Bamaso Adam.
I didn't get you.
Good one there. Sebo call there. Why you late? Why my sure timekeeping. Me ma 5 minutes. Enti udie nyeti 5 minutes. Yanko. And a free flow Tuesday, right? But I'm say what I'll just ask of you near. I'm say last week no you say on my penny by announcement when it comes to National Sanitation Day. When I'm say the announcement came as on my bus stop boy some gifts be and as some items be towards or more activities in the country. And if you bus stop boys no one more human one more you know and Krankwana say or maybe the whole of Ghana.
Bus stop for you man. Almost says how in crime the greater Accra region.
Even bus stop boys in Nurukuma as well.
Even so another group also Kumasi. And I like they've scattered group in it. Which year the leader of the group now or can say and your more Accra, but they scattered all over. And I think say they under the Youth Employment Agency, and I'm a leader they have been giving some certain package help to finance them too. If let me say no president only treatment, but they are mentioning boss behind him because there is an MOU between them and Youth Employment Agency. Someone the gang but only the one president they be respect you to town council or stars
Mr. Correct kakra na wahoma ne twetwesi. Correct kakra me ha there. Why? Ahoma ne twetwesi. Carry on, let's see. Carry on, let's see.
Okay, and the president can be effort tank council. You can the tank council. Ye shana ye bano first no. 40 tank council for bar. At least because baby I me can say me ni wo Accra. This is the death the fact nipa be shed up I hate to say you to another anajo no akwa ko hwie bola sebi nipa be jale nine no de akwa ko gu neni kota mu nipa be fa plastic bag no de akwa ko tu gota mu nsuo to a na de na choke ukwa that is the main problem I have the indiscipline about the citizens ade ni choke nsuo to a nsuo no drinks need to make. Then they start blaming government. Abai. Meanwhile, no, me kai say, metimi aka say, from Kufuor time, the CNA, places like a Bio Coach, I can say, I have also kind any side areas now, almost tie experiencing those kind of, you can say the whole country, no, not yet donating. That's been if you be free. That's been yet donating if you be free. The only thing is we are with that now because I'm on form to some which year monthly no. Say weekly and I say 2 times in a week no. Bola cars no at the faho. Then you pay and then they take your bola. But people are just refusing their own debt on my no. You see, I'm Accra IFC. In fact, who people make Accra call after pediatrics, the place is so neat, so bizarre. So what is happening in Accra? The same person who is keeping every area neat, when he descend down to a immense area, that person's attitude changes. And sometimes the attitudinal, it is not helping. This is the National Sanitation Day, starting free, a blanket. eba oko wonderful eba up to today. In fact, let me say Julius, Honorable Julius Debra time or local government minister and Mills. Omuma every I think first Saturday in every month. It started working. I don't know the NTR. Almost and so launching the thing is not only it's about putting it into action. That is what and then putting it into bringing the town council people and our town council people. No, I think it's a very laudable idea. But my problem is in conform many opportunities say be on the they won't go and be taking local fuel into their pocket. And then it means president is human and I say the motive behind bringing those people back to come and check sanitation will be again job down zero. Because the attitude of the Ghanaian is oh we are the GBB kaka na. But first nipa ne ba ubwa ukra usoro. But the attitude of the Ghanaian today no ba no kofi no eja nipa. No kofi no eja nipa. And the only prayer I'm praying is those who will get opportunities of my age, man, they should work as Ghanaian. They shouldn't work as people who just need something into their pocket. That is the only way. But if they also go on to the they be a first 2-3 months, go on some age, man. When they start being corrupt, then job down becomes zero. It means you could see the president and I said the government of the day had a certain motive to make sure we will be cleaning your front page. And I said you will they keep us to because Sebi. Yeah, Danny and what to say more. You want with or the debt. And they have to push us not to do it. And yet we'll go again be blaming.
The 5 minutes now so run off mom. Why?
Okay. So that is my problem. If apart from that, I don't have any issue for now. It's the only problem. Like I say, they should look at it. People who are going to work, no money money. Thank you.
Thank you. Akwantufuo Safo ho. And now confirm say phone na ni amwa. Everything indicates say it is not from my end. It is certainly from a year or was year and challenge we nyina every ever. Nti we dey fa che na nyam ya ma ochna yemra na yemetwa so. Yesi baabi a ye chichire boa no ehwa ani isane no. And then Shadama will be a flow, kama. Although we couldn't address the subject that we wanted to address today, or the subject matter that we wanted to address today, but whichever way, we have more to talk about in the course of the week. Inti Abe said the Mekai and Benessa, what I said, yeah, any 1 minute round up, Nyanko.
Hey, Papa Smiley, so you cut my thing short like that.
Oh, sir. And that was my idea, pa. Maintenance 5 hours.
Yeah, you've done well, but I think you say you leave it too.
I'll leave you to carry on.
I won't be able tomorrow. I'll be very busy, so I wonder.
Okay.
The point is, I wanted to ask Mr. Chum and Akwantufuo. They are like opposite side of the same coin. But I want to deal with Mr. Chum first. If he comes. Last week, Mr. Chum was fighting me. Oh, you criticize everything. This sanitation. I told Mr. Chum, nothing is going to be new. And in the case, it's just a worst case scenario. Papa Smiley, 300 wheelbarrows. You know what we call in Ghana Sophie? 300 Sophies. 300 brooms. Papa Smiley, the question is, given to Bastard Boys, do we need to manage waste at the level of these Bastard Boys? So, reset. Is that all the reset is about? Adam finished a while ago.
mentioning they should bring town council. They should bring. So is that resetting or doing the same thing all over? That is why I have been telling you people, we are going to get less of the same. Mama has come. There's nothing innovative about what he's doing. It is so disappointing that, look, sanitation once a month. Even the approach is even taking. If we have to use this bus stop every day, it's a wrong framework. Do you understand? We need proper, planning for that. Some of the processes need to be automated. We need proper resources. So this is it's an insult, like a joke. So Mama in opposition, is that all you can think about? Hey, we have a problem, personally. It is the quality of reasoning of the people at the helm, which is our problem.
Okay. Abi, I just gave you a minute.
Mama, Okada, this. I mean, it's stupid ideas.
Abi, Gamaje, but I'll leave you. I'll leave you right away to go and carry on with your conversations in the background. I hope Sebia, by then, no. Akwantufuo may have been able to sort.
Yeah, I saw it been coming on and off.
Yeah, she come. Yeah. All right then, Enti, I'll leave you right away to carry on with your conversation, and then a big thank you to everyone for tuning in today. And Auntie Sam Safo Enka, he just messaged me to let me know, say he forgot his phone at home, and he will not be able to join us today, which is understandable. I'm certain that he wouldn't forget his phone again. He will be able to join us for us to continue the journey. Medini as a son and no Papa Smiley to my dear Huncham until we come again tomorrow. Bye bye.
Adobe showed them, Adipa showed them, waiting a main quan that day. I don't know, Adobe showed them, Adipa showed them, send you where that in quan, boy, Otobi,